and welcome to the Games Bunker, a hastily built shelter comprised mostly from stolen pallets and good old-fashioned Northern Irish know-how. Taking shelter in this heat-treated palace of fanatic fortitude are your hosts. 1. Bunker Punk. Me, Deadbeat Punk. 1. Bunker Drunk. Sandbone Solo.
Well, hello.
And 1. Bunker Hunk. Grumpy Gamer Ben.
And hello.
So you may notice a bit of a weird energy tonight. We're just after killing another podcast and tears were shed. It was very upsetting. I couldn't sleep.
We were semi-nice to each other for a very brief period, which is...
Yeah, there was a lot of goodwill there that disappeared after I had to scrub coughs, sniffs, snorts, gasps out of over 3 fucking hours of raw audio.
It's beautiful. It's like we didn't want you to be bored. If it had been a nice,
that's how
easy
upset
edit.
Everybody was.
Yeah. See, but now, Punk, you're glad to see the back of it. If it had been a nice, easy edit, it was a lovely podcast to record.
That's so true.
You'd have been like, do you know what? I'm gutted with win to lose. But
that's
now you're like,
gift.
Fuck that.
You
Never
guys
doing
aren't
that
even
again.
aware, but you have no idea how much I was texting Couchy saying, look, we can send them off to the bunker. We can just keep Pure Dead Xbox going. The way it was, the way we used to be happy.
But think about how many more audio issues you would have had with just Couchy.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's one certain noise I didn't have to edit out yesterday that I had to edit out a lot with him. So, Ben, how are you? You were crippled with back pain the last time we had you here.
Yeah, and I was under the weather on the killing of Pure Deck Xbox as well, and I'm still under the weather, but with rejuvenated vim and vigor going into now just solely the Games Bunker. So this is good times ahead.
Sandbone Solo, how are your health levels?
Just fuck pollen. Everything else is fine. Fuck pollen.
You're in a bunker. There's nothing green here. We're surviving on a healthy diet of popcorn chicken.
Pollen is like cockroaches. It would survive the nuclear apocalypse just to piss me off.
Cockroaches are art.
Cockroaches are pollen? What?
So, yes, we will jump into it. Will we get to Sandbone's fucking feedback?
You put the feedback section in the document to be populated. You
I
created this
put
template.
it in there because
You
I thought
added
people would
a
talk
feedback.
about the show. Feedback
Well-
primarily seems to be stupid questions from arseholes.
Well, there is some of that today, but with
Is this the
balance,
one that you scraped off YouTube and tried to pass it off as feedback?
It's feedback. It's a comment on a YouTube
It didn't
video.
come through
It
the
was
contact
It
form.
is feedback.
It was direct feedback.
It was direct feedback.
It was a pity comment
It was not.
on a
It was
pathetic channel.
from one of our many YouTube listeners.
All of those could be true.
Yeah. We'll leave it
still
up to you,
feedback.
dear listener.
It's still feedback.
We're a multifaceted podcast. Yes, so the first piece is from Obsidian Gaming TV on YouTube. One of our many listeners to the podcast on YouTube, because it is also on YouTube, for those of you who are there, who said, good podcast, enjoy listening to them, keep it up. Why,
There you
thank
go.
you. There you go.
Rip-roaring feedback,
Absolutely.
and we shall.
Off to an absolute fantastic start.
Good.
And it is good that somebody actually
Good.
listened on YouTube. That's
Yes, it is.
unexpected.
Least
Good.
descriptive word in the English language. Good.
Listen.
It's up
In
there
all
with
counts.
nice.
Yeah, but
somewhere,
no feedback is less descriptive
Exactly.
than that.
somewhere an algorithm now has that. Somewhere. That's the main thing. All it takes is one more, maybe one quick excellent in there from someone somewhere, and we're away.
We've logged a comment,
That's it. Yeah,
a good comment.
absolutely. No negative comments on any of our YouTube content.
100% positivity.
100% positivity.
I know what I'm doing tomorrow.
Okay, moving on. X-Ben Blaster. How did you all celebrate Sonic's 35th birthday? By forgetting it was Sonic's 35th
Yeah,
birthday.
I definitely forgot. I didn't know that.
I did, but I was over in Scotland with a shovel digging up something. So I just stuck on, the casino music from Sonic 2.
Oh, great
Yeah,
music.
so that's good digging music.
It's fair. Yeah. I mean, did Sega actually do anything for Sonic's 5th anniversary? Apart from post some shit on the website? Like, is there any...
Oh yeah, they announced a new fucking game. Let's get to the news section. I'll cover it.
Fine. Okay. we will move on to that then. Okay, moving on to Stig then, who, sticking with the theme of Sonic. I saw a clip of Sonic 3 being reviewed on an old 90s TV show, and the game just looked shit and clunky. So my question to the bunker is, Sonic overrated? Has there ever been a truly great Sonic game, and is Sonic R the best Sonic game? The last one's a hypothetical because the answer is yes.
I really want you guys to watch that Bad Influence TV show with me. I missed it completely as a child. I didn't realise ITV had a video game show.
Do you know what? That could actually be a little class talks over segment. Just they're only
You're
about 20 minutes.
disgust at the quality.
Oh, the quality's horrific.
Yeah, what P is it?
Oh, it's
10.
like
Well,
one.
it's not even the fucking P. It's that they're not out of the archive. They're all taped off TV.
Yeah.
Oh, right, nice.
There's been no printing
Smart.
of them.
Oh, they're so bad. And there's no... I've kept looking. There are no, like... There's no better versions of that anywhere. I wonder if good writing.
So, yeah, best Sonic game. What have you got?
Sonic 2 for me, back in the day. And I thought that was fantastic. I really enjoyed the first one. The second one, though, is the one that always sticks in my brain because I pounded hours and hours and hours into that game. But I never go back to them. And every time I've like ran them up on an emulator or something and thought I want to play these, I have, along with Stig's comment, kind of gone, maybe doesn't quite feel great. This, so yeah, it would be Sonic 2 for me out of them all.
I never played any of the old Sonic games. I mean, I have obviously. I've played them.
Yeah,
played parts of them, but whatever. But
You never got all the emeralds.
No, and I didn't have any of those systems back in the day. The first Sonic games that I really played were on the GameCube. They were pretty tragic. This might not be popular, but I actually really liked Sonic Frontiers.
I did. I didn't put a massive amount of time into it.
I didn't complete it either.
No.
I didn't complete it. I did like it though. And initially, when I started playing it, I thought it was like almost like a darker, more somber look at Sonic, and it didn't really turn out to be that. But that first area, I was like, "Oh,
Sonic
this is
Death
interesting."
Stranding.
Yeah,
Really sped up.
There's
I
no
was
one
like,
didn't finish it.
"Ooh, this is like, oh, and I can change it, and you can make it look cinematic and stuff." It's like, oh, this is cool. Yeah, I liked where they were going in that direction. I don't know if they'll do that again, but Sonic being overrated. So my girlfriend's children, they love Sonic and they love Mario, and I don't know why they love
movies.
Sonic because actually they were introduced to the movies after they played some of the games and stuff. They're all about the Sonic games, but so Sonic still is big time, like to kids and stuff. So, but
Sonic just looks cool as fuck. He was in the 90s. He still is.
he is cool. He's never quite hit the dizzy heights. The movies have done him a solid, but I suppose in terms of games, he probably is. I've hoped you always think the games should be good, but they never really are. The modern ones
Worked on the Mega Drive, never made the transition to 3D well, and
Never.
didn't have the
it
Mario work.
No, they
Well,
never
I was going
worked
to
well in
cheat and
3D.
say Sonic Mania because it was a fan game. It
yeah.
was like a
Yeah.
pile of ROM hackers got together for
Yeah.
that, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
part of me wanted to go deep because BioWare made an RPG Sonic for the DS back in the day.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Did they?
they did. Yeah, it was the Dark Brotherhood.
Jesus.
I'm
I did
telling
not
you,
know that was even a thing. Oh yeah.
knowledge
look at that.
biscuits in this boy.
The Sonic racing games are supposed to be
I was tempted by that new one.
Yeah.
the new one's supposed to rival like
Got
Mario Kart.
fucking Mega Man.
So-
Well, it rivals Mario Kart World.
Yes, Mario Kart
Yeah.
World. Yeah, absolutely. But I know adults who have played that, and they're like, and they play Mario Kart as well, and they're like, this is far more interesting.
It's I'd kind of ruled that out. I'd kind of put my brain in. Alright, he's talking traditional games. If it was any, then yeah, the Sonic racing games are fantastic.
Yeah,
really
it
good.
looks really good.
Yeah, I think I finished the one. Certainly got through all the levels and everything on the one on Steam.
They've got Crosswords. Is that the latest one? Crosswords.
Sonic and All Stars Racing Transformed, and then there was Team Sonic Racing.
And Crossworlds is it must be the latest one.
Crossworlds
Then,
is the latest one, yeah.
Yeah, it's September 2025. Yeah. So it's supposed to be good. They're supposed to be excellent, and the latest one's supposed to be excellent. So yeah, Sonic's still doing the damn thing.
Yep. Good. Okay. Bazzer MC1 then asks, put in order of preference. Put your. He didn't ask that at all. Yes, he said, put in order your preference of the 5 vowels. Bonus points if you're Welsh and know what they are.
This is what I mean about the feedback. Bazza doesn't even listen to the podcast. He's making a mockery of you, Sambone.
Questions for a laugh.
And by association, he's making a mockery of all of us.
Yes.
But my favourite vowel is you, because you can't say utter cunt without it.
Without it. But you can't say a cunt without a.
And you can't say utter without e. Fuck your face.
Exactly. Yeah, so you're going to need the,
But the U's the important part. Utter cunt.
So we've got the U.
The U's doing a lot of heavy lifting in that.
We've got the A. It sounds like the other two. It sounds like they're the 3 front runners.
O must be the one that's not really.
O's a bit shit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't. I mean, even in
O
itself.
can get fucked. I mean, I don't know why we're giving this a lot, but here we go.
O in itself.
We're here on the question now.
It's just a disappointing letter, isn't it? It's just like
sure.
O.
Yeah. But it suits a lot of That's my response to a lot of things.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is. I say it the most.
So it should step up from that. So it's looking like we're at U, and then we're at A, and then E, and then.
Are you trying to remember all the vowels?
No, there we go. No, I'm just remembering the conversation we've had. So I can get them in the right order.
Y a vowel? It's an honorary one.
No, it's not.
No. We'll do it.
Anyway, moving on.
Moving on, are we?
Yes, you've done that one. And completely off-topic conversation is again, which one of you has the most Sonic X Knuckles porn saved on his phone, and why is it Ben?
How does he know?
Yes.
I think you've noted on audio recording before how enthused you are with fisting. And of all the Sonic characters, if you're going to get fisted by one of them, it would be Knuckles.
Knuckles.
Oh, sure thing. Yeah.
I am quite shocked at Gadget right in with this because he told me in confidence that he had his sexual awakening with Rouge the Bat.
Right.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's glass houses here.
It's a thinker, that one.
And that's it for feedback.
Yes. If you want to get in touch with us,
good feedback.
For more feedback, thegamesbunkerpod@gmail.com, contact form in the link tree, or you could join the Discord where you could rub elbows with the likes of these people, these Knuckles fisters and foul enjoyers.
Yeah, this doesn't do much for the Discord, does it? It's not.
No.
This is
no. I kind of blame X-Ben Blaster X for asking a question about Sonic. I think he knew what track he was putting the rest of the questions on for.
He quite possibly did, yes.
Yeah, because you mentioned Sonic. He knows what we're like. He knows the vile furry community around that series. It was only going one way, and this is the start of the episode. People have tuned out because of this talk.
They have. This is fair. Yes, we are. That is a fair point. Yes. I am coming round more to your way of thinking around feedback. Maybe we do feedback at the end.
No, because then you want to go home.
Exactly.
And you'll have no energy. You have no energy at the start of a show.
We'll work it out. It's fine. I still appreciate the listener. I appreciate the feedback. I appreciated Obsidian Gaming's comments.
Look, I asked for feedback on the show so it can improve. We must do the same back to the listener.
Fine.
Your feedback shit.
But this has caused me to look at the trailer for Sonic Racing Crossworlds. It looks like Joker is in Sonic Racing Crossworlds. So I assume, Sambone, that'll make you want to buy it.
Mega Man did it for me.
There we go.
I do fancy Crossworlds. I just won't buy it for more than 20 quid.
At this point, I was trying to get a reaction out of Sambone, but I don't know if he knows who Joker is, so it's fine.
No, if you said, Joker from Persona...
I should have said protagonist.
That would have worked. Yeah, because I went more down the Batman route when you said Joker.
Yeah, no, I realised when I said that,
yeah.
I should have said protagonist.
Yes.
Is in
As you said,
Sonic Racing Crossworlds.
Protagonist, I'd have been, no, I'm not buying that game, no.
Right,
I was going to buy Sonic Crossworlds, but now they'll have to pay me to take it.
Okay, so. Well, yeah. Damn it, lost it.
News and developments.
News and developments.
Yeah, so I was feeling really mean when I made these notes, and I'm all for it now that I'm reading them out.
Yes.
Ubisoft co-founder Claude, how do you say their surname?
Guillemot.
Dies in plane crash in western France. He'll not like that, the bollocks. So Claude was one of the 4, I think it was 5 brothers that founded Ubisoft. Well, fucking 4 now. Well, not in the public eye as much as his brothers. Like, as much as I hate Ubisoft, it's such an interesting story of how they came about and where they came from to where they are now. They came from a farming family, started dabbling with technology. I think Claude himself got really into CDs and audio design and kind of got into hardware and software from there. So, yeah, it is one of the co-founders of one of the biggest publishers in the space, so thought we had to mention it.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And it was at this point, I never knew this, but Ubisoft was derived from ubiquitous. Yeah.
Ubiquitous.
What's it?
Ubiquitous software.
Ubiquitous software.
Right.
So,
Okay.
Ubisoft, it is Ubisoft, it's not Ubisoft.
I did not know that.
What's the definition of ubiquitous?
I
Being
can't even
present,
fucking say it,
appearing,
Ben.
or found everywhere.
Okay, ubiquitous.
It
Right.
describes something that is so common or widespread that you constantly encounter it in your daily life.
Ah, right, yeah.
Clever.
Okay. I see where they're going with that.
Yeah.
Lovely.
That's why
That's interesting. That's a good name.
It's a good
It
name.
is.
It's a good name. They should have made it more obvious.
Wow.
I'm just incredibly impressed with you both for not making a crashing stock prices joke.
No.
Well done.
It's a bit too close to Ben's heart, though. That's not.
Yeah. True that. True that, brother.
And we also lost the Doom soundtrack composer Bobby Prince, as he died at the ripe age of 81. And I don't care where you are, who you are, what you are, the Doom theme is possibly one of the greatest things ever fucking composed.
God, yeah. Yeah.
Going
So
from
good.
the Super Nintendo version of it to playing it on a PC and saying, this is what it was meant to sound like. Holy fuck.
Yeah. I remember going the other way because I played it on PC first and then I went round to mates and he was like, come and play Doom. And I was like, what the fuck am I listening to here? It's like, what has happened? Is your TV okay?
Ben, take the
Right,
next one.
Yeah, next story. Grand Theft Auto 6 demand may be so high it is likely to outstrip supply this holiday season. A video games retailer warns. Okay, fine. So Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to do numbers with its pre-orders supposedly, and you're going to get a lot of people coming out of the woodwork that look like they're going to be buying PS5s and possibly Xboxes. We already know that there's kind of hardware. There might be. It's going to be harder to purchase hardware as we go forward, not only just with the prices, but actually physical hardware itself. And it is possible. I don't know if you think it's possible, but they're saying it could promote people to buy PS5 to levels that it's out of stock. I mean, I don't see it personally because it's this far through the generation, but it's possible.
Well, there's that thing. Would it be similar to launch where you have that many people that will probably wait to the week before the game comes out to pick
Do
it
you
up?
think? I mean, but how many? The PS5's out there now. There's close to 100 million, I imagine.
Yeah, I think it was knocking on that. It was 90 for the longest time, but by now it must be.
Yeah, and if you're maxing out a gen, you're probably like 140 or so at a peak gen. So, I mean, they're up there already. I don't know. Holiday season, so for Christmas, you sell more anyway. Oof. Maybe there is, but more importantly, I suppose the pre-order prices and everything came out, and the game is priced quite interestingly. So there is the $100 version and UK equivalent, which is the ultimate version of the game, and then there's the base version for $80.
Yeah.
The ultimate version of the game seems to contain access to certain shops and vehicle customizations, weapon customizations, things like that within the game. Now, who knows how intrusive that is, but it would actually appear that the full version of the game, the actual version of the game, is locked behind the $100 entry point. And if so, it's an interesting way that they have introduced this. And what is also interesting is that this pricing structure and these prices have almost been accepted from what I've seen. I don't think anyone is kicking off about this game costing this amount of money, even though we know nothing about the game.
No, we've seen literally nothing. I find it quite interesting because the Americans are especially kicking off because it's the $80 game, and then majority of them would have sales tax on top of that.
Yeah.
But for us, it's 70. It's the normal price of the game.
For us, it's fine.
Yeah,
like that base version. I think the version is the 100. So what 100? I mean, £100 is actually $100 is actually £75 if you convert it straight out. But we'll probably get like an £85 price or something like that. You'd imagine. But it is an interesting way how they've wormed that in, I suppose, and set the stall for the $100 game.
The thing that's not been clear, and I was trying to find this when the story was all over the place. So when you look at the versions compared, it says there are. So I've just brought the thing up here for comparison. So Jason's Safe House Vehicles, Ride Out Customs Mod Shop, Sarah's Unisex Salon, Stock 305 Clothing Store. So what it's on the face of it, people have gone, they'll lock in all of the customization stuff behind the Ultimate Edition. But it could also be that actually, there are special customizations open to people who've bought the Ultimate Edition.
Yeah, I would imagine
just get all the base shops and
in the base
like
game. There's still a lot of options for customization. Yeah. It's just that I think the wording around shops being locked, as if if you're playing the pleb version, there's going to be shutters down in front of them, and the staff laugh at you from the other side.
Yeah.
So
had they just put Ultimate Edition clothing, mods, and weapons, then
this was stuff that downloaded as soon as you booted up the game. But it sounds like it's behind each chapter, and then there were even exclusive quests mentioned.
There were exclusive quests mentioned as well, but like
stung. I can't imagine there'd be anything major.
I don't know. Like, all of these things are never anything major. Do you remember Hogwarts Legacy? And if you got the PlayStation version,
no, I'm not a transphobe. I wouldn't touch that dirt.
Well, I am then. So,
so I didn't even have to edit that one in.
No, that was beautiful. That was
So I got the PS5 version, and I did the Hogsmeade quest, and it was all right, but it was nothing. Like it is just that, isn't it? It's just like all these things are generally nothing. Like even this list, differently list the shops and all that kind of stuff. Like it'd probably be that the same customization is available at Bobby's shop or something like that. It's just that this shop over here in this region is
stuff
closed.
That's not going to be accessible until you finish the game, or
because presumably you'll be able to buy some customization things that you can add to these.
I'd imagine there's
monetize whatever
a mountain of content in this just for customizing your character.
Now, if they're going to sell you certain customers, they don't want to close down the shops to enable you to do that. So or to add them in the shops and stuff. So I don't know. Like it all of these. I don't see people getting mad about this stuff. I haven't seen.
I must send it your way. There are quite a few people because they say, this is Rockstar starting to sell the $100 game. You're not getting the full game unless you pay the full price. Whereas maybe we've experienced more pre-order DLC. I remember, I'll always bring it back to Fallout. When New Vegas came out, if you ordered it from Amazon, if you ordered it from Game, Argos, somewhere else, each one of them had a different bonus depending where you got it from.
Yeah.
Which was wank, and I'm glad that's gone. But then they ended up doing the Gunrunners DLC that included it all and cost you like £1 later on down the line.
It's all garbage, and you can all get it one way or another.
Yeah, you're not going to be locked out of it forever.
No, and
it'll be free on the PC release.
Of course it will.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to buy this, I just get the base version, and then yes, it's just not going to be that different a game. So
I think it added to the cake, didn't it? Because there was the trifecta of the $100 game, them locking things behind this Ultimate Edition and only giving you half the game for the standard version, and then there was the no disc in the box as well, which seems to be the biggest bugbear. That certainly from what I saw on Twitter, that was the biggest issue that people seem to have. The fact they've stepped away from physical completely.
And then there was the rumor that they would print a physical in time for December, in time for Christmas. I was like, no, that's utter wank. Nobody has said anything about this.
Yeah, that was the rumor, wasn't it? That they would get, but now it's like, oh, there might just not be a physical version.
Well,
right?
there is a physical version. It just happens to be a code in a box.
Yeah,
It's a physical code.
But it's the mentality behind this. You had people waiting up until midnight when this unlocked, and you could pre-order it. It's not out until November. The store will not run out of codes.
No,
but you had
They
people
weren't though, were they?
waiting for like Smiths to reveal, because they were angry. The physical editions, they didn't have ultimate codes. It was just base game codes.
So people were pre-ordering the
in case
at midnight because it unlocked at midnight in each region. It also means New Zealand will work for anybody that wants to get into it.
To get a box.
Don't forget, you've got a whole swathe of people that may not have played anything since GTA 5 and now want GTA 6. And we did used to live in a world where if you didn't pre-order, you missed out day one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, they just don't know.
Yeah.
So they didn't want to use the digital store because that's disgusting. They'd rather go to other retailer to get a box delivered. I do believe they're delivering the boxes early, so you can put your code in time to preload it. But you still have to go in the store you were avoiding to put in a code.
That is just an added complication of waiting for a postman to deliver the thing so you could just order.
Because Rockstar are like CD Projekt Red, they're quite good. We don't know now on recent releases, but you know, the physical normally came with stickers or a map or something.
Oh, those GTA maps used to be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they did, yeah.
So good.
The bandana you got if you pre-ordered San Andreas through game.
Yeah, that map stuff, it was just making you feel part of the world.
Yeah.
Like, that's...
It was a game that needed the fucking map too.
Yeah, so they also commented on the... kind of commented on the performance differences, right? Between the PS5 Pro and Xbox, and then the Pro version and then just the standard base PS5 and the Xbox version. So what did they say? It was going to give deliver a more stable frame rate.
I'm trying to remember as if it wasn't the fucking episode title of Pure Dead Xbox. More stable.
More stable. Yeah, it's just... I mean... We don't know anything about this performance yet. People are pre-ordering this game, a digital game, without ever seeing any of the game played, without knowing anything about performance.
Like the artwork
I've never seen
reveal
anything quite like it.
When that was put up. That exploded online.
How fucking like what is the word? What is the word? Like it's so
wank.
It's so self-indulgent.
Redundant.
But I get it. Like people are, it's so. But why not be self-indulgent if you really are it? But fuck, it's crazy, absolutely wild. Like, who gives a fuck about the art? What are you talking about?
Yeah, this is going to be the loading screen you don't want to see in the game.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, the loading screen that you're hoping that your PS5 Pro will get rid of really quickly.
So, do we reckon this is going to be 30 FPS?
That's what everyone's fucking saying. I don't know where this is coming from. Like, where does everybody get this? I mean, it probably is, so like it doesn't come out of nowhere. Like if people are saying it all the time, then it usually seems to be something. But like it's widely accepted that it's going to be 30 FPS on the base consoles, and then the Pro version might have a 40 FPS mode. Like for me, it's like if that was what just make your game more manageable. Like what is this? What are we doing here?
It's once again
that's
because
not okay.
They don't have to, because Red Dead 2 ran at 30 and nobody cared.
Yeah, and that's outrageous
and
in today's...
Grand Theft Auto 5, when it released on PS3 and 360, ran like absolute shite.
But these were all so many years ago.
Yeah, but then they turn around, the PC release will come out, people will double dip, and then the consoles will get the next gen patch,
an upgrade,
and they'll sell it again.
I just don't like any other game that came out right. And I know there have been games that have come out, and Elden Rings and stuff like that, performance, blah blah blah. But any other game that came out now that would be 30 FPS, that's
The kick and Starfield got.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that got
And again, it was the technical scope and being CPU heavy, and none of that washed. But
no, and eventually they made it
GTA.
60 FPS, right?
Oh, eventually,
Starfield's 60 FPS now. Yeah, but GTA gets an okay.
It doesn't matter how it
dunno.
runs. It's going to be GTA. So fuck up.
But yeah. So
this
we
is
don't
what
know
you can
anything
do
about
when
it.
you've got a good game that we haven't seen a bit of yet.
For me, I would have thought there'd be a 30 and a 60 mode, just like normal. I don't know why. Like, this game must be special then, if that's what they're talking about. If there's something, what's so mind blowing about this game?
It's all the pedestrians you can run over, and all the traffic and everything happening at the one time, and the scale of it. It's going to be like Morrowind.
I am quite excited just because everyone's telling me that this game is going to be fucking insane. And yeah, if it's only 30 FPS, fuck it. There must be something really going on there. There must be. Because what the fuck are you doing with your life otherwise?
It's just, it's the less you show your customer, the more excited they get. I'd compare it to Ocarina of Time remake.
I think this is going to be, I think this is going to get 9s and 10s from reviewers. I think it's going to be a 96 on review. And I think it's going to be a 5.5 user score. That's what I think. People are going to be very disappointed.
I would love for that to happen.
I'd be very surprised though.
We'll be safe in the bunker. We'll just watch the world burn.
I would live for that.
It'll be a fucking YouTube short, TikTok fucking gold mine, won't it? There'll be that many little fucking tropes and references and all that kind of stuff in it.
On everything now.
Yeah.
There's a fine line.
People will love this game because that's the thing you should do. You should love GTA 6. You should own GTA 6, and you should post as much of it to social media as possible.
There's a fine line between GTA 6 and the new Saints Row, and I reckon it could go more one way than the other. I think we could be. I think people. I don't know. Like, there is such expectation around this game, and yes, when people get in their hands, a lot. There's always, and I get this when I'm really looking forward to something. I just love the game. I'm always gonna love it. I'm always gonna fucking love it. Cyberpunk. I was always gonna love it. I played that first version. I was like, what are people talking about? This is a fucking 10 out of 10. I know. I'm that guy. But other people, real people, said, "Oh, this is wank. This performance is shit. Like, this is crash all the time." And I'm like, yeah, this is amazing, but it's not. I get it.
It's a
but
bit
the
of
other
junk.
people took it down.
It's charming,
but yeah, that's what it was to me. That's what that was me. What are you talking about? It's a 10 out of 10. But other people rightly said, no, this is a 3.5, and that will happen here as well.
Yeah,
I'm just excited. Maybe they'll start Red Dead 3 once this is out. That one I can get behind.
Yeah,
honestly, if they deliver on this, if this game really is great, I mean. That's amazing. That's amazing. Like, they do the next Red Dead. Like, they are the studio that they are it.
Yeah,
they are it. They are it at the moment. But they've done GTA 5 and Red Dead 2. Admittedly, Red Dead 2, obviously everybody reckons is amazing, and GTA 5 has stood some test of time, but largely from the online, I assume. I think this game's big. This game, if this game lands, it cements them as being the premier developer.
Yeah,
that's it.
I mean, if I was making something like Fable, I'd definitely move it out of the way to avoid the launch of this, just because of that.
Give it some breathing room.
Yeah.
Would you?
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
But not if you're Ocarina of Time.
Not if you're Ocarina of Time. No, different audience, Ben.
Different audience, same wallet. But I'll be playing Ocarina of Time.
I'll be playing neither.
I think Ocarina of Time will be released 1 week before GTA, just to get in there first.
Blow it out of the water.
Yeah, just to change the world.
Shall we move on?
Yeah.
It's finally happened. After many, 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 many months of speculation, we now have the Steam machine prices, woohoo, and specifications. I'm assuming most people will have seen this, but we'll read them out because it's interesting and depressing and sad and exciting. And depressing and sad. So they announced basically 4 packages. There's 2 versions of the console itself. Console? Is it a console? I called it a console. There's 2 versions of the system itself. A 512 gig version and a 2 terabyte version. The storage being the main change between them. You can get the base one for £879, or you can get it bundled in with the Steam controller for $938. The 2TB one will cost you $1,149 on its own, or $1,208 with the controller bundled in.
And if you want to get yourself a Steam controller this year,
This is
the
the
waiting
only
list
way.
for it is next year. To
Yeah.
get it, you will have to buy it with a console.
Yes.
Hmm.
So, just from a spec perspective, we are looking at an AMD Zen 4 processor, looking at an RDNA 3 GPU somewhere in the region of 7600 from what the reviews and performance are showing. Obviously, storage 512 or 2 terabytes, everything else you'd expect. The amazing stuff about it, the form factor itself, the box looks tiny, it looks lovely, the interchangeable face plates. Everyone's saying it's absolutely silent, so for a sort of living room device, there's no fan noise, there's nothing like that. It seems from a kind of console design perspective that they've absolutely nailed it, and nobody's got a bad word to say about the design itself.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've already seen like custom 3D printed like portal cubes and stuff to replace the whole outside of it, so you just got a little portal cube sat in your room and all that kind of shit. So
Like, this thing is adorable, and I want one, but there's no chance in fuck I am spending that amount of money.
No. It's the price has screwed them completely. What's going on in the hardware market at the minute and the computer hardware in general, it's absolutely bollocks them. Because if this had come out, if we were you can just see the difference there. You've got nigh on a 300 quid difference between the 512 and the 2 terabyte, and that's just for memory upgrades.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a massive hit just for more storage.
But it is, if it came in, like, if we're talking base console price, I don't think I would have thought about it. I would have just picked one up. You would have found a use for it. Yeah, I love the Steam Deck.
Given the hardware prices that we're experiencing right now, I think they should have. It's too far down the line, so they couldn't make this change. But I think they may have wanted to change the CPU and GPU, because at the moment they're in no man's land. This has the same performance of about PS5 at the moment. Yes, games may be optimized for it. It might get better in that regard. You get some driver releases, blah 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 blah. So it may get more towards that PS5 to PS5 Pro standard as it goes on. But as it stands, the price differential between a PS5 or an Xbox Series X and this is too much. And I would have thought they may have just looked back and gone, what they tried to do was create something that was kind of that standard, and they would have loved to release it at 600 quid and gone, okay, it's a slight premium, it's a PC, lovely, people will convert, okay. But given that they know that that's the case, and nobody wants to pay extortionate amounts for the same type of hardware, I would have thought they wanted to change that CPU and GPU. And then that would have given it an edge right now. Right now, this looks unreasonable. What's going to happen is the next gen are going to come out and be introduced, and we're going to talk about prices there. And they were going to be big prices as well.
Oh, yeah.
This will then be old gen tech. That's the problem. It then still doesn't have a seat at the table. If they had just put a better CPU and GPU in this, that integrated chip, if they'd just done that, then they would have been sitting to be an entry point if somebody at the next gen didn't want to pay the prices or thought, right, I'm going to convert at that point. But right now, they are not even that. So for them, I think they thought this was a massive opportunity. This was a really great idea, and I think they're just really disappointed that the pricing is just that they've obviously had this on order for so long. They can't change that tech that they've all without taking a massive hit, a massive loss on developing these chips. So here they are, and I just don't think this is ever where they wanted to be. I thought they were going to compete in this generation, take people over, but they needed to actually position themselves for next gen.
This is exactly so. Digital Foundry made this point in their article.
Did they?
Yeah.
What I said?
Yeah, because they said, you're in good company,
Sweet,
Ben. You're in good company. Because they said essentially, if you take the launch prices as a start, Zen 5 is cheaper than Zen 4. So had they put Zen 5 in it instead, then it shouldn't have cost any more for the hardware than it did. However, you've then got things like cooling considerations. You know, is it then going to run a bit hotter? Because Zen 5 does run a bit hotter than Zen 4. Is it going to need more power? It's the knock-on effect on the rest of the architecture. But from a pure processing perspective, they probably could have done it at zero cost, assuming that they could get that out of AMD in the first place. Because you'd assume most of the Zen 5 stuff is racked up for the big boys.
It probably is. They're not getting any special deals on this stuff. No. They don't know how many units they're going to do, but equally, all of these specs, and everything, all of the order and everything, that'll be a custom-made chip, CPU, GPU. It's like it was just bad timing on everything. I think they've just been absolutely fucked. I think they're more disappointed than anyone else.
They have to be.
I mean, the only thing I can fault about this thing is the price. And that is the one thing that's outside their control at the moment.
Everyone said the same thing. And then literally the day after it launched, you know, even in the review video of it, Linus Tech Tips said, we'll have a video tomorrow showing that you can build a better PC for the same price. Yeah. So for anyone who's in that PC space, you're going to get better, because you can go Zen 5, you can go better quality, better processors, better GPUs. It'd be more upgradable if you went the PC route.
This is the issue, because I was asking you, Samba, and then I went away and had a look myself. Like, if this unit itself was upgradable, or even if there was the view that they were going to release a new CPU, GPU, like units that you could kind of swap in, swap out, you can only upgrade the RAM. You can only upgrade the storage.
Yeah,
like that's. And RAM isn't going to be the limiter for most of the stuff that you're using this for. So
no,
there really isn't going to be a need to upgrade that RAM, probably. And the storage, you could get a base unit. I mean, I'm splitting hairs. You could get a base unit, 512 gigabyte. You could get an external SSD, and you could get a fast one. And it's not going to be like the internal drive's not going to be as fast, but it'll be a negligible difference. You could get a 1 terabyte for like 150 quid. So you could get like a 1.5 gig kind of storage in there for $1,000. So that would save you 150 odd.
Well, they did even mention,
there,
I think the only requirement is having AMD hardware, but you can load up the operating system on this.
Yeah.
And build your own. So
you could do whatever you want.
Yeah, Valve have handed you a better alternative to their own product.
Yeah, they've really given you everything that you could ask for. I mean, it's a PC at the end of the day, isn't it? It's good. It's interesting, and the use case. I've obviously expressed my interest on Steam.
I've never seen somebody want something so much for so little reason.
Yeah, so I've soul searched. And in my mind, it's like, okay, well, I could move in with the girlfriend, and then I could need a Steam machine in the front room as well as my office. Yeah. So I can make it work.
Planning this, Ben. This is
I can make it work. I'm on the waiting list. So
for which one?
I would go 512 gigabyte, and I'd do the storage separately. So I just get a non-controller 512 because I've already got a controller. I think the controller is excellent, by the way.
Yes,
controller's fantastic. Yeah. I love it. I love using it.
I keep getting the video of it vibrating itself into its charging dock. It just keeps coming up in the algorithm. I was like, yeah, that's pretty class. If it happened in the middle of the night, it'd scare the shite out of me. That's a noisy bastard. But
I just love my Xbox controller. I don't know if everyone else, but I have to have it wired to the PC. It just doesn't fucking it just don't work like that. And the PS5 one as well. It would have to be wired. Like they never survives the Bluetooth. But
should have got an Xbox dongle for the PC. That's
is that how you do it? Oh gosh. Well, this is fantastic when you play with it, and then you just hover it within like 15 centimeters of the charging unit, and it just slaps on. It's just so fucking good. Like everything about it, and I like it. It's lighter than my Xbox controller. It feels nicer. It's just everything about it. It's just nicer, and I don't know whether that's just because it's new. I am a sucker for new things, and I'll just use the new thing for ages, even if it, like using those fucking VR, AR, whatever the glasses are, where you can play games that strained my eyes. But my God, I use them. And VR would make me sick for a week through headaches. But God, I am using that.
I paid for it.
Yeah,
I'm going to get my value.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So this controller's getting it's absolutely. I'm buying games on Steam rather than paying them on Game Pass. That's where I'm at with it. But just because I want to use the controller. But let's see in 3 months. But I really love this controller. I think it's great. And I think the Steam machine looks awesome. That price looks ridiculous. But
it's the only downside. Everyone, pretty much universally, even the Digital Foundry guy, anyone I've watched has said this is an almost perfect machine. It's just the price that's fucked it.
But that price is, in my mind, that price would be okay if it had slightly better performance.
Yeah.
If it had because obviously that's going to improve over time with optimization on games and all that kind of stuff. It is going to improve. But
there's a couple of interesting. There was 2 things I wanted to mention. Number one, yes, everyone seems to universally agree the control is fantastic. Secondly, everyone without exception is saying the Steam OS that is running on this is absolutely phenomenal. Like as an interface, it's running flawlessly. It picks everything up. It runs quickly. It's snappy.
It's a satisfying interface, isn't it? Like on the Steam Deck. Like
Yeah.
You've had a Steam Deck before, Punk, and did you have a Steam Deck?
I've not had one, but I've played with one.
It just feels lovely when you're going around that Steam OS, doesn't it? It's just so fucking
And
nice.
it doesn't take you long to start playing with protons and get performance.
Absolutely.
You learn how to tweak as you go.
Yeah. They've been the 2 positives, but then I think it was the day after or 2 days after AMD announced the launch of FSR 4.1, which brings significant performance increases to upscaling on AMD architecture. And I've not seen any reviews that have come out of kind of revisiting this box with FSR 4.1 in there. Now, yes, it may well still be that you can build something better for the same price, that value point still is there, but are you now getting better perceived performance from that machine because FSR 4.1 is now a thing?
Okay.
So, because it's the performance increases are massive with it, and the upscaling quality and everything, it's moving much, much closer to DLSS.
So you're telling me it's a PS5 Pro and I should buy it?
No, I'm telling you it could be.
Yeah, you're telling me. I love it. I
could be.
I hear what
Ben
you're saying.
loves potential.
I know you don't want to say it, but I hear what you're saying.
It's got Steam's version of Pisser.
Speaking of,
No, I don't.
on our next story, Sony embraces their AI future. So they recently released their earnings report, and included on that was an open-armed embrace welcoming AI into the company. And we had seen parts of this before, if you remember the leaked footage of Aloy being animated in real time from motion capture.
Yep.
So, funnily enough, they removed PC from the earnings report, which is the closest thing we've had to an announcement for that. That wasn't Jason Schreier, so sad day for you boys. You're going to miss out on Wolverine.
Gutted.
So, the tool was called Mockingbird, and yeah, it wasn't officially released. I think The Verge got their hands on it and showed us this was to cut down on animation time and staff, etc. The tool itself is in the hands of the MLB team.
Oh, great.
Good.
They another Santa? Diego?
I don't know if they are.
Not sure.
I don't know if they are.
I will actively...
Thank you. I mean, I could have added it into the notes when I was making them, but I shan't.
It's fine. This is what the internet's for.
So Naughty Dog and Santa Monica both have this tool set now, which they're using on their current projects. So hopefully that will speed things up for them.
San Diego Studio, SDS. Yeah.
So it's already been in that, and the world didn't burn itself down and people didn't stop buying it, so it can't be that bad. CEO Hiroki Totoki kind of came out in interviews and said it plainly. AI is a powerful tool, but it is not a replacement for artists or creators. It is an amplifier of human imagination and a catalyst for new possibilities.
Yeah.
That is the right way to look at it.
Yeah, whatever word salad you need to put together for people to say, yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah, that's exactly what people want to hear. And I hope they stick to that, because that's exactly what it should be used for. It's a tool to save time and speed up the creative process.
Yes.
I just don't believe it.
No. I mean, as far if we go back over probably just this year's press releases from Sony on AI, they seem to want to sell you a box. They then want to use AI to develop all the software for that box, and then they want to give you AI to play those games for you, so that literally just selling a box that will play the AI games for
auto
you.
achievements.
Auto achievements. Yeah. You're basically just an auto achievement
It
box.
just speeds up
Smart.
the process of you spending £70.
Yeah, I mean, you can be doing something else while you're gaming. You could be in the garden while you're finishing Spider-Man 3.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at that.
That makes
the
sense.
The
ultimate
AI could
efficiency
actually
tool.
take screenshots and put them on Twitter for you. It's like it could do the full circle. It's just it's nothing new. I mean, from the Spider-Man 2 days, AI's been in development. I mean, you can see the benefits of it.
Yeah.
It is the boogeyman of the video game world.
It is the boogeyman of the, but costs are going out of control, and one way to reduce costs is to reduce time.
Mm-hmm.
So if it reduces time for people, then and you keep the people the same, then I'm sure people will be happy about that. But equally, like it allows you to do more with fewer people, and because obviously if you reduce the time, then that works as well. So.
And
artists will still be necessary. Creators will still be
100%.
necessary. Everyone
while
will be required.
Sony are the first to talk about this openly and seem to embrace it, AI tools are going to be built into Unreal 6.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
yeah, absolutely. We saw that. And we saw the power.
Not just built in, a core part of using the suite.
Yeah.
So we look at the current landscape of games being built on Unreal 5, which is nearly, I would say, the majority of Xbox's titles.
Pretty much.
So that'll be everywhere there. Tim Sweeney's trying his damnedest to get that developed with AI tag on Steam removed. And he definitely wants that gone before Unreal 6 hits the public.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, because it becomes a nothing then. I mean, you can keep the tag, but it doesn't matter because everyone's got the tag.
Mm-hmm. I think it's just the perception of it at the moment.
I mean, that tag is such a fucking bitch-ass virtue signal. I've never seen anything like it. It's so fucking stupid.
I mean, you say that, but, I know you don't spend as much time in Eurogamer's comment section as I do.
No, probably not.
And, it's a bit different in there.
Yeah.
And then,
It's just giving people the opportunity.
as well as this, we also had EA being very excited about AI, because of fucking course they are, as they lay off more staff so they can be bought by Saudi Arabia. Video games.
Yeah, but the video, the costs are too high in video games. The return isn't high enough to justify those costs.
It's
Something has to be
depressing
done.
as fuck. So a light-hearted story may pick this up a bit. And Ben, I think you
Depressing
are the
as fuck.
perfect person for this.
Depressing as fuck, or people have had jobs for many years that maybe they shouldn't have had, so that's good.
They didn't want. They just want to retire. But there's nobody talented enough to replace me. They have to make a machine.
People have been employed. That's great. Anyway, a nice story. Sony have patented a controller with buttons that harden when you play with it. That's the headline of Eurogamer, so we didn't have any involvement in that. But so Sony have put a patent together, and it's for it. Supposedly, it could be triggered by a game using these settings to make a button change and specifically harden as certain things are happening, or it does specify user preferences could be a catalyst for the hardening.
So,
but
I know not all patents come to market, but
they patent loads of things, did they? They patented like the buttonless controller, didn't they? Recently, like the so loads of stuff. going out there,
touch screen controls on a controller. Fuck
but
yeah!
This is essentially like the stress on a trigger, isn't it? Is that?
I imagine it's like an evolution of the haptic feedback they have at the moment.
Exactly, yeah. And honestly, the PS5 controller is fantastic.
Let's not forget that Grand Theft Auto will play best in PlayStation because of those adaptive triggers.
Oh yeah, that'll be the difference maker, and that's why I'm getting it on PS5.
I thought you weren't getting it.
Yeah, he was getting Ocarina of Time.
Yeah. Okay, Ben.
I'll probably buy it. Whatever.
Just put it on top of Death Stranding. Just leave it in the corner.
I'll trade in my code when I'm finished.
Yeah. It just needs to be got. And then whether it's played or not is another issue.
Has anybody ever told you you're part of the problem, Ben?
Yeah. All the time. I admit it. I'll say it. I'll say it before anyone else.
Yeah.
I've already said it on this podcast tonight.
When some people say vote with your wallet as a warning, Ben takes it as a battle cry.
I realise.
He's just trying to demonstrate with his wallet how genuinely agnostic he is to anything. And it's just, I will buy anything. I don't care. There's no selection going on here.
My friends have described me as a marketer's dream in the past.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I just take my money.
Amazing. I want to see what they're going to use this for if it ever gets out in the world. It'd be amazing.
Nipples.
Definitely nipples. Yes. Moving on from good news to more bad news. Sony to delete movies owned by PlayStation users. The list includes more than 550 titles. So this is Sony due to expiration of some licensing agreements.
With Studio Canal?
With Studio Canal, yes. Removing anything from them from their store, but not only from their store, from your libraries, have you previously bought them. So users are going to lose access. And it's not like these are all small little shitty films either.
A lot of them are.
The things that people would have bought from a cult perspective, though. Let me read out the thingy first, because we've got that. So, as of the 1st September 2026, due to our content licensing arrangements, you will no longer be able to watch any of your previously purchased Studio Canal content, and the content will be removed from your video library. List includes... Right, yes, it's not massive ones.
Yeah, read the entire fucking list out.
I'm not going to read it.
550 movies, let's go.
I'm picking a couple of highlights that I think, like, if I was sat there, if PlayStation was the place that I bought my movies, then there were things on this that would be on my, so Highlander, the Terminator movies, RoboCops are on there, First Blood, Rambos, it's stuff that are like culty. Sharknado. Oh, Sharknado.
Contrary to popular belief, that was actually a fucking fantastic
It's a fun film. Yeah, Sharknado 2 was terrible.
It's the one that jumped out to me.
Downhill.
But I haven't watched Sober. Wolf Cop.
I've not seen that.
I really enjoyed it at the time, but I can't remember a fucking thing about it.
I've seen Wolf
Beautiful.
Cop.
I'm going to have to watch that.
Yeah, it's the thing, like when Google Books closed down, you got refunded for everything you purchased through it.
Yep.
Even like, this happened recently with Xbox, I think. They removed their media program, but you still had access to anything you ever bought.
To anything you bought, yeah.
You couldn't buy it going
Same
forward,
on Steam. Steam. There are games that I've got in my Steam library where they have shut down. They've shut off the servers. You can no longer play that game, but it's still there.
You still have it.
Have they,
yeah, you've still got it. You've got this.
Are they refunding people?
They haven't mentioned if they are or not, but in the official post it made no mention. It's just you will lose access completely.
So I think now people are more versed with the fact of buying through something like that. Something could go awry. There's probably some kind of like you are buying a license to these things.
That's the thing.
But back then, you probably weren't aware of that. Now, I'm not going to get up in arms about this stuff. I mean, it doesn't. All of these films you could probably buy for tuppence or whatever. But that's not the point.
The Pirate
necessarily.
Bay.
But it's just not something I'm going to get crazy about. It's just like, it's just another reminder, isn't it? It's just another reminder.
Buy physical. Get a code in a box.
Yeah. It's exactly that though, isn't it? I mean, that's not... I still don't think people are as aware that they are buying a license than they are buying a thing. I still don't think that is...
No. And I don't think like that. Like, I don't think I'm buying a license to all the things that I buy, like this, like... But,
see, I know I am, but I don't think about it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's the way I view it.
When you primarily do it in Steam, you don't come up with it face to face like this. It hasn't come up.
It doesn't help my life to think that this is a license. Like, I think I own the thing.
Yeah.
Your own morality itself, mortality, is a license.
It doesn't.
A license to exist.
Mortality is a license.
Exactly. This is an extension of your own mortality.
You don't own your life. We're just allowing you to live for a license fee. That's dark.
And these things usually impact you far after the point that you care about them.
Mm-hmm.
So again, not going to get up in arms or anything.
Well, if you want to get
Even
up in
if I
arms,
was part
we
of it.
finally got the update from PlayStation Studios that Bungie got butchered straight down the middle. So, where's the anger now, Ben?
That's it's a tough one.
Yeah.
So this is rumored. I mean, the actual numbers are unknown, aren't they? About how many people are being culled here.
They released the number, so it was just above 300.
Oh, was it?
And
They've
then it
actually
was
reached a number.
reported because all the Bungie contractors weren't included in their head count. And then they also let off a number of SIE staff at the same time.
It's just I do find it odd that 3 years ago when I mentioned this, I think I mentioned this when we were doing the other podcast that we previously
it's all blending together here. We've
Yeah,
seen
it's all
far
blending
too much of
together.
each other this weekend.
that history revisionists would say that Bungie was a bad purchase of like 3 billion at the time. Oh, that was a terrible purchase. Like that value was crazy at the time. I'm pretty sure everyone was saying, "Wow, they got Bungie for 3 billion, and Bethesda was 8 or 9 billion, and Activision was 80 billion or 70
there was
billion."
the
or whatever.
story that Jim Ryan outright said that there was more value in their acquisition of Bungie than Microsoft would ever make getting Activision.
Yeah, exactly.
And that got shared around a lot.
At the time, this Bungie acquisition was lauded as a steal.
So savvy.
But now, like, every fucking YouTube video that I've seen is like, yeah, well, we all knew that Bungie was ridiculous. They paid $3 billion. What the fuck? I'm pretty sure.
Whereas the talk at the
everyone
time
was
was,
great.
this is clever. This is getting Bungie locked in.
Really clever.
You're doing
really
the push
clever.
for live service. They are going to be your Sherpas through this unknown land. You're going to have 10 Bungies under your belt by the time they've finished teaching everybody their ways.
Yeah, they know what they're doing. They saw The Last of Us 2 multiplayer. They went, no, it's shit.
Shit game.
Yeah, okay.
No fans.
Shit
Flush
game.
it.
No fans. Kill it now. And they did, and they killed it. And then Arc Raiders came out.
Yeah.
But it seems to me that they've done it. So I looked up before this podcast the Destiny 2 Steam numbers at the moment sit at 92,000 concurrent players. Now, obviously, that's how after these stories have come out, it's had a beast. But before that 92,000, which is down from where it peaked up to like 120 odd or something, it was running at a steady like 11,000 players.
Yeah.
Like steady 10, 11,000. Marathon at the moment is running at 8 to 9,000.
Mm-hmm.
So Destiny 2 was running higher than Marathon. Now, admittedly, they say Destiny 2 underperformed. They say it underperformed. And that was that caused them to shift to Marathon. And then they've not carried on about doing Destiny 3. We covered on the last show we talked about Destiny 3, like that now seems like a slam dunk. But ultimately, is it a slam dunk if it like, because Destiny 2 kind of fell to that baseline position, but it was still fucking played, wasn't it?
Destiny,
it was still played.
It's so disingenuous to say Destiny 2 underperformed. Destiny 2 they applied the wrong strategy to. It wasn't that it might have underperformed to what financial expectations were, but they fucked that game with the decisions they made. Making it free to play, making all the DLCs as confusing as they possibly could be every time one came out.
Yes. You couldn't get into it.
No.
Like there's no chance of a new player coming
there's no
in.
entry point.
At the midpoint of that game, they needed a Destiny 3 to go, you can all start again, because if I fancied getting back into Destiny 2, it's not ever happened.
No. I love Destiny. I love the first one. I love the second one. And I've played a lot of it. I've played a lot of hours of Destiny 2. But I dropped off just after it went free to play. I dropped off. I remember distinctly. And I've tried a few times. I picked up the Witch Queen DLC. I think I picked up the one before that as well. So nothing made any fucking sense. It's like they half implemented a free-to-play model and didn't do it well.
It seems now that Destiny 3 would be a great idea. It'd be a great
I'd be all over it.
story.
Destiny 3 would pull back in your lapsed players and also entice the newer players that maybe wanted to start Destiny 2, but
But now essentially they're cutting their resources,
Yeah.
they're laying people off, and also they probably realised Destiny 3 would be about 6 years away if they'd started today.
Oh, it's dead as fuck now.
And I think, and this is going, rewinding on earlier, this is why AI needs to be more generally accepted and introduced so that people can be more quick and resilient with their strategic choices that they make. Like, oh, we made the wrong thing. Let's shift,
it's bad.
and we'll go over there.
It's
So then
bad.
you can go, we can make that game within 3 years. Yes, but it's bad.
It's bad.
It's bad. And if we don't accept things like AI, you're going to get more studio closures. So imagine that.
It's just, Marathon not really lighting the world on fire, and like every social post Sony have had has just been Destiny 3. It's been a solid wall of the same post.
Yeah.
Marathon is a meme of itself, and that's the problem with it. Like, essentially, good game. What it didn't convert people like myself coming over from Arc Raiders playing it, because it's not the same. Like, it's kind of a hardcore shooter.
Yeah.
Like, you go in there, you die. You go in there, you die. You go in there, you die. It's like, fuck this shit. Like, this is... I played with my mates over several sessions. No progress was made, really.
No.
And we didn't even really learn the game, to be honest. We were just fucking dying
You need
a lot.
an element of that fucking about, like Arc Raiders and Helldivers. It's like you could
Yeah.
get lucky.
There was no fucking about with my mates in
Yeah.
Marathon. Like, we were not fucking about, because if you just lapse on time, or you don't move, or something, there's somebody's coming to kill you,
Mhm.
and a couple of shots and I'm dead. And it's just, it is a bit like that. And so it didn't pull people across from there, and also it's not going to pull the Tarkov crew over,
No.
because it's not Tarkov. So
It seems like the worst case of studio management we've seen since Concord.
yeah, which wasn't long ago.
No. Lessons learned.
So
Consistent, at least.
Speaking
consistency,
of
yeah.
lessons learned, the next 100 days an Xbox reset, a letter from Asha. Hopefully shorter than the last one I read out. So yes, this Xbox news is bad. It's very bad. It managed to kill pure dead Xbox for real this time. It wasn't just funny dead as fuck. It's couchy dead as fuck. So this broke just after we last recorded.
Yes,
So
it did.
we
Yeah,
had the
yeah.
rumors that this sort of thing was coming up, but they came out that they talked about the poor performance of the division. They talked about components. They talked about the studios, the investments put in compared to the output they were getting. Not being funny, but she foreshadowed everything that was about to happen in short order.
Completely. She that letter basically said pretty much everything has been mismanaged, and we're just about to fix that. Strap in.
Yeah.
So shortly after this, again, the actual layoffs normally July to tie in with the financial quarters. So I'm guessing we'll get official announcements there, but it looks like the writing's on the wall for Compulsion, Ninja Theory, and Double Fine.
Yeah.
You can tell we've talked a bit about this before.
It's a big shame.
Well, they have been given the opportunity to go elsewhere. So, to those listening who don't know who these people, what games are made by these, so Compulsion made South of Midnight, Ninja Theory are the Hellblade IP people, and they had their newest game advertised at the showcase. And Double Fine are
Psychonauts.
off of Psychonauts fame. So, I mean, we have talked about this many times throughout many podcasts, and it does seem that there was a certain opinion that Microsoft and Xbox needed Game Pass fodder and games to bulk up the Game Pass library that were good but smaller experiences, to kind of bulk up the Game Pass experience and maybe wouldn't sell so great. But now what seems to have happened, especially under new management, is like they just look at the cold hard numbers, and ultimately these games don't sell fantastically, and probably didn't cover their costs at all, and probably didn't do anything really for Game Pass except for maybe Hellblade. I mean, so Double Fine, they had their two recent games of Keeper and Kiln. Kiln was was a joke,
Unbelievably dog shit.
and Keeper was just nothing.
Yeah.
You can't spend years spending someone else's money and produce that. You know, when you give a work to an employee and you think you've given them everything, and you leave them to their own devices, and you're like, oh, we're going to give that person autonomy. I don't want to be breathing over their neck. I don't want to micromanage somebody. And you come back and you go, fuck, I wish I had micromanaged.
Why are you playing with clay?
But I have to run with what you've given me because there is no time.
Yeah.
This is it. And they're excited. And the worst part is they're excited to show you, because then that means they don't even know it's shit. When we saw Kiln at that presentation and how they were putting it across, everybody watching that is going, oh my god, we all know, and they don't know.
Yes. You're doing pottery in the office. Sorry. Yeah. What?
This is how we come up with ideas. We just find things we enjoy doing, and we make games around that. And that's a terrible idea.
We all knew that they have this 2 weeks where they can bounce around ideas off, and they come up with these wacky things. They make this game, and we all know that, like, Dave went out on a Sunday night before work and was like, "Yeah, the next 2 weeks bullshit. I don't have to do work. Like, work's basically nothing for the next 2 weeks." And he comes in, and then he gets asked in the company meeting, "Dave, what's your idea?" And he goes, "Oh fuck, pottery." And they go, "Oh yes, fucking Dave's genius." And they've just run with it.
Oh, you could make your own, and you could paint them, and that'd be like your pot. And then you
fight them, and you put water in a kiln and stuff, and it's I don't know, it's like League of Legends.
I just looked it up.
I just looked it up because I couldn't remember what it was called, but they call it Amnesia Fortnight, where they forget everything they know, they forget everything they're currently doing, and they spend a fortnight just coming up with new ideas.
Unfortunately, they forgot everything that makes money. We all saw it. So we all saw it, and you can't have two. Like, you can have one. Like, they got a lot of goodwill in the bank. They got a lot of goodwill.
They used
they've
to make
got a whole
those
web page.
Adventure games, and we don't have Telltale at the minute. There's a gap in the market for a good cartoony adventure, pick your own dialogue.
Yeah, there absolutely is. And Wolf Among Us is gonna come back in at the right time, isn't it? What website did you...
Sorry, I was just going to say, so on Double Fine's website, they've actually got a page dedicated to Amnesia Fortnight, and you can go back and look at what their top ideas were. And
the thing is, the pottery won.
Kiln
was number one.
Kiln that came out of 2017. They've had another one of these Amnesia Fortnights since then in 2019. Oh god, it even shows all the pictures, details. Oh my god. So the finalists, so this is what Kiln won out against. They had The Gods Must Be Hungry, which is a 3D platformer where warrior chefs make giant meals to stop ravenous gods from eating the human race. Darwin's Dinner, a survival game where your actions shape the evolution of the creatures you eat. I have no idea what I'm doing.
That was a cry for help.
Wasn't it just?
I was saying that last one sounded like Cubivore from the GameCube.
It did, yes, very much so. And even the little ship looks a bit like one of the Cubivore ships. I have no idea what I'm doing. It's a fast-paced VR party game where you need to rely on your friends outside VR to figure out who you are, where you are, and what the heck you're supposed to be doing. Isn't that just a thing where you stick a post-it note to your head? Like, and they guess who you are, and then Kiln.
Oh no, it's cheaper to buy a VR helmet.
Of course it is. Yeah. So they were the four. I mean, does none of them sound good?
I know you can describe a game out of context and you can make it sound shit. Ben tries his best to do it most weeks.
I do.
But they all sound shit.
Oh, mate, you want to see the list of actual... They've got all the pictures on here as well. I'm going to go through this. This is not the time because we'll be here for 3 hours. But holy crap.
Oh, imagine that.
We could do a feature on these. It's a 3D single-player dance game where you must outperform your opponents in epic fantasy hip-hop dance battles.
Is Psychonauts 3 anywhere on that?
Yeah.
No.
This is when, like when you've got that really important thing that you need to do, Psychonauts 3. Mm-hmm. You got this really this big project that you need to do. You're just finding anything.
But even people saying
to avoid that.
Double Fine, you have access to all of Rare's IP that Rare doesn't want to work on. Why aren't Double Fine making a Conquer game or Banjo-Kazooie?
Why aren't they suggesting something?
Yeah.
Why wasn't there just a suggestion? Like something that's going to hit. You know it as well. If you're Double Fine, well, actually, they don't know it. They did it twice. They did Keeper. They don't know,
No.
so they can't tell what's a good game or not. So it's fine. That's fine. You had your day in the sun. Absolutely. Sure, when you were taken over by Xbox and they at the time, they weren't too happy about it. They weren't too sure. Well, newsflash, you're either out of a job or you do that and you succeed.
Yeah, they weren't
Don't
too happy
succeed,
about
you're out
it,
of a job.
but you had a Kickstarter campaign to make Psychonauts 2. You burnt through the lot.
Yeah.
You couldn't
Absolutely.
finish it. So you were going to cheat your loyal fan base out of the coin they gave you.
Yeah, so get fucking happy about
Yeah.
it and just get work. Like I don't know. Like I'm harsh about this stuff when I talk about it because I don't. Unlike everyone else I see on the internet, I don't simp over things just because they're fucking video games. Oh, not the developers. The developer. If I fucking saw a shit accountant, I'd be like, "You're a shit accountant. You shouldn't be an accountant anymore."
Oh, but
You're
I stopped you
gash."
from paying taxes by possibly landing you in jail, Ben.
Yeah, you're fucking wank. You make mistakes. You can't be doing your job anymore. You don't know how to make money.
Stop playing
Fuck
with
off.
fucking pottery. Get a calculator.
It's the same here. It doesn't matter that they're developers. Oh, protect the developers. It's the same as every fucking job. Like we all say that people are shit at jobs. If you're shit at jobs, you
But
lose your job.
we understand it
Okay.
completely. We've all got bands that are still releasing music and they haven't had a fucking decent song out since the 90s.
Yes.
Do you
Yeah.
have this weird connection to art?
But most of those people probably aren't there anymore.
No, the thing
Like
is,
it's this weird connection.
those bands that are doing that have got an established revenue stream still coming in
Yeah.
underneath it.
They do.
They've got the capacity.
Great point.
Their albums
Great
don't
point.
cost 500 fucking million and they're not on stage making pots.
Because the thing about video games is you get this massive, great influx of revenue, which pays off previous costs,
Mhm.
and you're hoping you'll make a surplus that will allow you to carry on going forwards. But it's a weird kind of more seasonal, but real product-based seasonal revenue stream thing going on. And otherwise, you are just a cost center.
Yep.
And you've got such a number of employees. So yeah, Double Fine, they're up for it. There's current negotiations supposedly for them to maybe go independent. Somebody has to buy them.
I
that
think
type of thing.
the best outcome people are kind of hoping for is something like Toys for Bob when they left Activision. Now they're working on Spyro, which is still an Xbox property. The game's being published by Xbox. It seems to be a healthy relationship, but they're not fully financially dependent.
Because that would be like we will still use you, we will pay you for the work that you do, but you have to support yourself in the meantime.
Yeah, it seems to
Like
be
and
best two-way street.
and then they have to figure it out. But historically, they're not very good with money.
No.
But they could. I mean, they could get someone in to sort that. But yeah, let's see what happens. But Ninja Theory is the other one. Ninja Theory was, I think, the surprising one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think
and
with the
I've-
trailer being out just before this, everybody considered them safe because Senua is going to be a gorgeous game, but it's going to
Yeah.
be a game. It's going to have much more to do in it than the likes of Hellblade 2,
Yeah.
which seemed to be people's biggest complaint.
I think the best point I've heard made around this point was what you said the last time we spoke about it, in that all three of these could be really, really successful independent studios.
If these people were
Compulsion could.
indie developers,
They've got no evidence of that.
Compulsion people, if you didn't have the people going, this was published by the people that support Israel, and that whole bullshit, it's a different light. This would just be a happy little indie game that's set in a region of America that doesn't get established that much.
They shot themselves in the face. Yeah, they shot themselves in the face.
Yeah.
They did.
Did it? Yeah.
Yeah. So now they can't be a success.
No. But had they been prior to this?
I even
then-
think if you go independent after Xbox, you will still be an Xbox studio.
Yeah, you'll still carry that. You'll carry that burden. The only one that's potentially got a really good Ninja Theory just because of their tech. You know, they are kitted out as a company, as a kind of contractor into other games and to work.
If they
in
get
that
to bring
area.
all the gear they bought with Microsoft's credit card with them,
yeah.
I mean, they're sorted.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, their mocap stuff is that they've still got there's an inherent value there, you'd assume.
And I know we keep
So-
bringing up Odyssey to the West, Enslaved to annoy Sandbone now and again, but genuinely, that I went back to play it recently and I love that sort of game that could be made because they're great with Unreal. They they produced games above what they should have been able to as smaller independent. So it's a shame. It's
Yeah, it is a shame, but nothing's confirmed yet, and things are all going on. So we'll see if there are other studios as well that could meet a nasty fate. But the other thing was that they increased console prices, didn't they?
They did.
So, reading through the notes here, then the 512 gigabyte version is going up $100. The 1 terabyte model is going up $150. The 2 terabyte model is being discontinued.
So in the update, they said this will be a worldwide price increase. Now, they only included the price in dollars, so whatever that translates to for us or whichever region you find yourself in.
So the Steam Machine has opened up price increases across tech devices. We've seen it with Apple as well. They put up their prices. We discussed this the other day as well. It's a tough one to get too excited about because it really only affects you now, I think, if you're buying a replacement device, because it's unlikely. I would say it's unlikely that people are jumping into a new ecosystem.
We still had a lot of people on PS4. I mean, this is the first year Call of Duty's not going to be on previous gen.
Yeah.
There's a lot of jumping over points, and people aren't going to think about the next console until, I'm getting the next Call of Duty. Can't play it in that. I'll go pick up a console.
Yeah, I just think the Xbox isn't on many people's minds in terms of console they're going to pick up.
I'd suggest
unless they're in the Xbox ecosystem
option. If I'm only playing Grand Theft Auto 6 and that's the only thing I want it for, I just want the cheap console, because who cares if it's got all the bells and whistles? Was
it you, Sambo, who said the other day they really need to just be the cheapest console?
I think it was Couchy. But yeah,
similar.
The point's valid.
Yeah, the point is very valid. Yeah, I think at this point they just need to be the cheapest console, don't they?
Yeah.
I mean,
don't be shit.
They don't give a fuck.
Be cheap.
Yeah, they're just trying to stop the hemorrhaging, I think, at the moment.
But it is madness. I keep repeating it because it just makes it stick out that much more for me that a Series S will cost as much as the Series X did on launch.
It is
just fucking
crazy.
Madness in my eyes. We're 6 years into this, almost. These should be £100 in a bargain bin, and we should be getting excited about what's coming out. Everybody, next gen, we don't need it. We haven't actually got the full potential of these consoles yet. There's so much more they can give. Not really how it works, but yeah, sure. But these next gen consoles, they could be over £1,000. Now we find ourselves in a situation where it's mentioned that components might double by this time next year.
Yeah.
We could have £1,000 current gen consoles.
We're nearly there. Well, if you count the Steam Machine, we are.
Next gen, not Switch 2.
I just think it just points to that Steam Machine and like the actual performance and value proposition right now. Like Steam are pricing it accordingly. Xbox are now trying to not take a loss with their console, or not take as big a loss. They are probably still taking a loss with their consoles, but console manufacturers take a loss because they sell games on their ecosystem. They get a bigger cut. Steam can't do that. They do get a cut of obviously buy games through Steam and they get paid. However, if they underprice the machine, corporates will buy the machine, strip it for parts, and get a better price.
Yeah.
So and they'll use them as PCs. They don't want that. There's no guarantee anyone's going to use their machine. So they can't subsidize. Steam can't subsidize the machine, whereas these guys can. But we can just see, the Steam Machine is appropriately priced for the market.
Yeah.
It's just that.
Look at him trying to talk himself into it.
He is.
If they made the Steam
here.
If they'd made the Steam Machine 300 quid more expensive, if they made it 300 quid more expensive for where it is now, but they'd made it PS5 Pro plus performance, that would be a decision for me. That'd be like, yeah, okay.
Why?
I just need something better.
No, I'm not getting into this. You have no use case. You have a 5080 PC and you have long HDMI cables. You need no Steam Machine.
Sure. but I'd be in.
Yeah, I'm sure you would. Yes. And it'd look lovely just sat on the side.
Yeah, and we could get some really cool plates for that. I think.
Good.
Just to move away from the Steam machine and bring it back to the series consoles. On this post, they introduced, I think, Klarna for financing.
Yes, they did. Yeah, they did. Yeah,
They mentioned refurbished and second-hand consoles.
Yeah. So you'll be able to get a refurbished for the price of a new one now. So don't worry about that. That's fine. So you can still pay the price now.
Keeping the price
Once
the
you're
same.
happy that it's second hand and there's interest-free options.
That is interest-free options.
Microsoft do offer a year's warranty, or you can take out the 3-year package if you are that concerned. Ridiculous. I picked up the 2 terabyte model and I'm going to flip it.
Oh, you did pick it up?
Yeah, because I checked.
bought it,
I was thinking of getting a second one and it's out of stock. So I'm not the only one that had this idea.
Yeah, I think you'll make a markup on that.
I just wait for the price increase.
Yeah.
This is how we remain ad-free, listener. And I had laughed that in Microsoft's update, they are the only division that didn't seem to blame AI data centers for the price increase, as Apple were very quick to throw them under the bus as anybody else that had price increases. It's those fucking data centers.
Oh, you think? It's that previously mentioned AI. It's going to reduce costs, but also increase costs.
It's going to reduce how much we pay developers, not decrease how much you pay for games, and it will make your consoles more expensive. It's fucking fantastic.
Oh, it's amazing. We can spend less and earn more. Oh, AI all the way. But just going back to your point about the PS4 users, though, I was just having a little nosy around, and I hadn't quite realised how much of Sony's active user count is still PS4.
Oh yeah, it's massive.
It's huge.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the PS5 player base only surpassed the PS4 one in June last year.
What the
The
concurrent usage only-
so they have
No.
the numbers last year. I'm just looking at, there was 124 million active PlayStation users, and it was only June last year that 56% of them were
Because
PS5.
there's a lot of funny things about Sony's numbers. Amazingly, it's not just PlayStation 2s that suddenly sell a couple of million out of nowhere,
No.
but that their ship numbers, that how many PS5s have been activated is strangely low.
Yeah.
Doesn't that mean there's only like 60% of PS5
A PS5
users active?
was boasting quite a few
Seemingly.
new users.
Yeah.
So they've got 90 million PS5s in the wild, but only 60% of them
Are active.
roughly
They're active.
are active.
Yeah. Well, yours was under your fucking desk and just gets used as a Sky Go machine.
Mine isn't active, but maybe it is active. I do use it for Sky Go, so I don't even use because I use HBO Max on my phone now, so it doesn't even get used for that.
Now that he turned his on, Stig sold his because he hadn't turned it on for over a year.
Hold on now. I played Sorrows.
You did play
I played
Saros.
5 minutes of Saros,
Yeah, you're in that monthly.
so mine's probably. So am I in the active users?
You might have been in that active users, but it's I'm just looking now. They're estimating somewhere between 40 and 50 million active PS4s still out in the wild.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but that's a significant number of PS5s that aren't
Being used.
and contributing to their ecosystem.
Yes.
Yeah, there were quite a few strange numbers that came up when. Could have been Herman Hulst, might have been Jim Ryan, but they were complaining about the lack of uptake from PS4 converting to PS5.
That percentage seems so low in terms of the ones sold. Like I want, like Xbox, if they've got like 30 million Xboxes or something, let's say.
Yeah, but their
they would
monthly
hope for
active
more than a
users
60%.
is like 500 million across all ecosystems.
But that's
And
you just don't know what that means though. Like, is that including like anybody with access?
Well, Candy Crush,
mobiles, King games, yeah,
it's
exactly.
all that.
Like it doesn't.
But that's the figure people wanted for a while. MAU was the big game.
Mm.
And don't forget that 90 odd million is 100 is sold, isn't it?
It's shipped,
Yeah.
not sold.
Shipped.
Yeah.
So you're going to have
Shipped,
replacement units in there for dud ones. You're going to have people going.
You're going to have replacement, or you're going to have replacement units. You're going to have double dips on PS5 Pros.
Yeah, stuff like that in there. So
Yeah. Okay.
Next story.
Well, the next story is related in terms of console sales. So the Switch 2, for its first year, hit just under 20 million units sold, and for one quarter, it outsold the PS5 in by 1 million units. I think in Japan.
I think you might have skipped the story though, Ben.
He has.
Yeah, you can do that one. So this one flowed better.
Home's in on Nintendo.
So Switch 2 has done quite well in its first year. They've also given 10% pay rises to their staff, and that was similar to other Japanese companies with Atlas. Capcom and Sega also following suit similarly recently. It's doing rather well. I know they revised their estimates down recently for the year. But to hit nearly 20 million that first year is fantastic. Got off to a really strong start. I thought there would be some kind of slowdown. It seems like there hasn't been a massive
they
slowdown.
were expecting one in Japan. There was a special Switch 2 that was a lot cheaper than the rest of the world because the way the yen is and inflation, they were getting a raw deal. So this one, you couldn't import it. It was Japanese only. It's not like you could import it, change it to English. I just made a saving.
Yeah.
But they ran out of those consoles or they stopped producing them. And now they've got the more expensive model that the rest of the world has. So they expected that to have like the knock-on effect since PlayStation had their price increase and Xbox has been dwindling for years. I think PlayStation have had their worst May since like the millennium. It's nosedive.
Yeah, yes, I saw this. Like both Xbox and PlayStation are just not selling very well.
Yeah,
are they at the moment?
Whereas Nintendo didn't hit that slump with the Switch 2. It is the fastest selling console, just behind the Game Boy Advance.
I think its value proposition is increasing with obviously everyone else's prices going up. And the value of other handhelds, like now obviously the handheld market is very there's a lot going on there, and outside of it, Steam Deck's gone up in value. Every handheld that is coming out now is gone up in value. I'm surprised the ROG Ally X, the Xbox ROG Ally X, I assume hasn't gone. I'm surprised that hasn't gone up in price, because if you look, but like there's new Legions and whatever all coming out all the time. And what was that one that I sent you the other day? The new MSI
the Claw?
Yeah, the
Claw,
Intel one.
AI 8 Plus, I think it's called. 16. I mean, it looks wonderful, but my God, it's fucking expensive. Like now, Nintendo's looking like a great proposition there. Again, it's now looking. It's just taken the prices to move around it to make it there, and I think it's also they're holding back some of the bigger games to hit when it goes over a certain number of units. I'm sure, like you release some of these early games. Last gen, I think they did well, and obviously they had evergreen titles that everyone bought. Smash, everyone bought Mario Kart, blah 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 blah.
The Wii U library kind of
the Wii U
blind
library,
spots,
exactly.
And
but I just don't think they've had that this time. I think they're waiting.
It doesn't hurt to it was recently updated, so the backwards compatibility with Switch 1 titles has been much improved. I don't know if they've got the full library supported now, but very close to it. So
I think you get when we get big, like the next Pokemon game, Splatoon 4 announcement would be monstrous. That's huge in Japan. It's so massive.
I know we keep joking about it, but
as well.
Ocarina of Time is going to be a moment.
Ocarina of Time, it is going to be a fucking moment. It's going to be. I'm interested. Like that's going to be a big one. Like, is that going to make a big difference? Like the
genuinely not this time, because
but it's such a weird one to me because it's well advertised that I have shares in Nintendo, too many shares, and they hemorrhage. Like they were doing fantastically at the right time. I got in at the right time. Switch to announce. Yep, got in before that. Yes, lovely. Happy days, 50% up. Blah, blah. And from that point, we have fallen dramatically, like monumentally. The market just does not believe in the Switch at all. It's come back down to below Switch levels.
I'm not convinced that's the case. I just think they're not playing the game. They're not talking about AI. They're not talking about cloud. They're not talking about... They're not using the buzzwords. They're not...
Yeah, but...
I
don't know. It's a vibes market controlled by consumers. That's who's buying Nintendo shares. I think I don't know. It's
a strange one because everything we've even covered just in that story. I mean, being able to offer your staff 10% pay increase
They rise.
in the current market instead of getting rid of half of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's the fastest selling behind the Game Boy Advance, which was a much cheaper unit, handheld. Families picked up 3 or 4 of them, depending on how many kids they had.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're not buying a Switch 2 for every child you fucking have.
No.
Or maybe you are, I don't know.
I mean, it is phenomenal. You can get one now, 380 quid.
Can you? Switch 2?
380 quid from Argos, collect tomorrow.
Switch 2?
Yeah.
380? What a fucking
Make
steal.
another one.
Everyone go out and buy one.
It is. Yeah,
Fuck.
you look at, even I can't argue.
That's
that is-
when's the price going up, Punk? Isn't it September?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you get a game bundled in with it
if you want
of
it,
your choice.
409 quid if you want it with Mario Kart.
I don't. But
Fair play.
but in September, I think it's going up in price, but you can bundle in a game of your choice or something similar. There's something going on like
I
that.
believe so, yeah.
But it genuinely makes it now a viable buy 2 for the family. Well,
But, like,
it's
September's
a
still
stretch, but you know what I mean.
a while away. We've got,
Yeah,
Splatoon
because
Raiders coming up?
Absolutely, they've given ample opportunity, and then Ocarina will come out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Ocarina will be announced as a date. They'll do that
The
strategically
day
before.
after the increase.
But they'll do it before, won't they? And they'll be like, you can get a Switch now, or wait and get Ocarina and Switch for this price.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, the market isn't buying it. I'm just waiting for Ocarina to come out, give it a boost, and then I have to get rid because for some reason, the market doesn't believe in Nintendo.
GTA 6 to Switch 2. That's what you need.
Oh, that would be mad. When next year, if they did some kind of, that would be mad. But
For 450 quid, you can play GTA 6 here.
that would be huge. I would get it on Switch. If they did it on launch, that'd be my preference beyond a doubt. If it was on PS5, Xbox, and Switch, I'd be getting it on Switch. Easy. Give me that 480p
Got it going on
straight into my eyeballs.
Series S. I mean, it's ready for
it's
the
on the
Switch.
Series
too.
S, for fuck's sake. Well, yeah, just knock it down a bit. Get it down there. Use some DLSS. It's the only console that has fucking Nvidia, and let Nvidia do their fucking shit.
I know.
Get some AI running through that Nintendo chip. Get some DLSS 5 rocking.
Super ultra mega
rocking
performance, 8p upscaled to 4K. That's what we're looking for.
Get some fucking Nvidia magic going through.
It only needs to render 3 frames. Nvidia will do the rest.
They'll do more than AMD will do. That's for sure.
So, Sandbone,
Yeah,
would you
anyway.
like the story that wasn't good enough for Ben?
It's a bit of
I thought we'd done news now.
grim point to end one, isn't it? It's so Star Wars Eclipse.
That's why I put
literally,
the fucking positive one at the very end.
Yeah,
It's
but
like,
it flows so much better having Nintendo sales after we talking about the other
it
sales.
would have flowed to end on a high, but now we're ending on a
No, that avenue of pleasure has been taken away.
fine. Star Wars Eclipse literally cannot be finished if layoffs go through. Its devs reportedly say. If you don't know who David Cage is, he's the founder of Quantic Dreams. Not just the founder, the lead writer, director, producer, musician. He's basically the Dennis Waterman of Quantic Dreams.
He's big man.
He is. He's all over it. Obviously, they've done Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls, Detroit. He also happens to be a walking penis.
Sandbone, that's awful. You can't put that in a recording.
He can't control
I
that.
wanted to read this just because it's written so well. Garth Marenghi, if he was a game dev rather than an author. useless bastard. Yes, wasn't this basically them saying, listen, you can't make any layoffs because we'll never be able to finish the game if you lay one off, but we can't finish it anyway because we've not got enough people. So those people you were going to lay off, we basically need that same number, but in recruitment.
So the staff that are there at the moment, they're striking because they can't work in these conditions. I thought NetEase were funding this game, but NetEase have actually acquired the studio. They acquired them years back, and they had a live service game that was cancelled earlier in the year.
I didn't realise that Quantic Dreams had been bought. I thought the same. I thought they were just investments.
Yeah, it was just when I was looking into this, they have acquired this one, because if you think for one fucking minute they were giving David Cage fucking money, actual currency, to make a game, and they cancelled Gang of Dragon, I would go over there. I would strike. I would light David Cage on fucking fire.
Yeah, NetEase acquired in August 22, and it continues to operate independently under the acquisition.
I wonder if
agreement.
that's why, because I thought it was an investment rather than an acquisition, and maybe that's why, because it is just a...
done a lot of that, and it's allowed NetEase to basically go, whoop, nope, not doing that anymore.
Yeah, maybe that's because what David Cage has been saying since 2022, that it's just an investment, and it's not... They've not bought us, they don't own it, it's just an investment.
This game, I thought it was dead long. I mean, we haven't heard about it for years, have we?
No, it was revealed at the Game Awards 21,
but
and there's been
if it is
since then.
If it were a decision based, if it was their same style of game but Star Wars, I'd be, hey,
oh yeah,
they'd do well.
Like, when did it start development? 2019, 2020?
Yeah, it's just not
Get
happening.
it fucking out.
Yeah, how hard is that type of game anyway? No offense.
Hey, I could do it.
You say hey.
Can you develop a game based on these games but in the Star Wars franchise? Yep.
Done.
Back in a week.
Instant.
Walking through the Death Star shouting for Anakin. Yeah, the last time I remember these guys coming up in the news, it was because of the toxic workplace where they found a lot of Photoshop pictures of the staff. Photoshopped badly on various figures that you don't want to be photoshopped on. Kind of like being friends with me. You've seen what I've done to you.
That's just for lols, though, isn't it?
The bands.
It's just for lols.
So yeah, it looks like layoffs are going to hit the studio. NetEase are just pulling out of video games everywhere, and the staff that are on strike are saying we can't finish this game, and if you lay anybody off, it's done.
Yeah, but you can't make a game for 7 years. Like, times change during that time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't just be funded for 7 years.
This was a lockdown pickup. This is grab anybody you can, nail them down.
Yeah, you can't do. It's just mad. Like,
so yeah, I don't think it looks good either way. NetEase aren't going to fund anything. If again, not to bring it up, but they had a very promising title that they just pulled out of. If I was going to invest in Gang of Dragon or David Cage, it's a no-brainer.
Oh yeah, I mean that looked. I mean, but we just saw a trailer, did we?
It was the guy that made the Yakuza games. You knew what you were going to get.
Yeah.
It's not like he was a blow-in off the street. It's not like he was David Cage.
It looked ace. It still baffles me they've killed that because it got such positive reception.
Furious. I've watched so many of that man's movies. Still don't want to say his name on a recording.
The other one that isn't quite in our news, but it's a tag on, is that Don't Nod seem to be in a bit of a poor state, just like these guys. The cash flow issues.
Yeah, they're in a similar situation with Tencent rather than NetEase.
Yeah,
but...
Tencent, exactly. Tencent not wanting to put in money, and they are they're going to run out of cash at some point. So, yeah, it's the thing is, like, they haven't been very successful in recent games either. And Sambone played Aphelion recently and said that was trash.
Pish. Absolute fucking dog shit.
Like,
it was just misimplemented. It was not. They could have done so much more with the world and the story and the characters.
I played Jusant when it was added to Game Pass. Played it over a weekend. Thought it was a pleasant time. I don't think I would have bought it if it wasn't on a subscription.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so who knows what's going to happen there? They'll have to seek something, or maybe Tencent will look to move them on, sell what they can. I don't know, but so it doesn't look good.
Fuck, we should have ended on the Nintendo story. It was.
We
better.
fucking should have done, because that. I mean, this is. I'm just looking back. Then we started with death. We then went through essentially dead as fuck in multiple cases. Then we went through the death of the physical media with GTA 6. Then everything's way too expensive and AI's coming. And everyone's shutting everything down, so there's going to be fuck all games to play on your really expensive hardware anyway.
Do you know what they say about life? It's only a license of mortality.
There's the episode title. Mortality license.
So, what have we been playing?
I'll start, because I don't think I've started for a while, and I've had a fucking weird couple of weeks gaming-wise. So I've hardly played anything because it's way too fucking hot to be sat above this computer trying to actually game. I fucking melted this. People do not take the piss when they say they're 50, 90.
How is Dad able to stand over that barbecue every day, every morning, every night, grilling meat and cheese? It doesn't affect him.
It's different when you've got a breeze. You don't have a breeze in
Your
the...
daddy's a PC gamer.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Dad doesn't seem to have noticed he's on fire. No, it's barely noticeable temperature rise. So I've spent most of my time playing Minecraft, which I didn't expect.
Intervention.
Yes, I decided to have a little bit of a cockabout with mods, because I've played with mods for a while, and there's some really cool shit you can do in Minecraft. But my last PC wasn't quite up to like some of the proper big ass mods that you can put into Minecraft, and I thought, right, I'm going to run some of them, ground my system to a complete halt playing Minecraft, which is ace, and then scaled it back to the point where it looked amazing.
Really? Does it really?
Oh fuck yeah! There's mods that put like path tracing in it, and put like 256-bit textures in all the blocks, so
some
everything.
Of that real life Minecraft business.
Yeah,
fucking.
Because I have seen some. I've seen the YouTube where it's like ultra realism.
Yeah,
and I was like, part of me was like, is this actually what can be done?
Yeah.
Is this really
fuck yeah! It's amazing. The mod community some of them are phenomenal. So yeah, I did that, and then I scaled it back and found a set of mods where I was like, oh yeah, this looks really nice, plays well, got some really good quality of life stuff in there. I'll just start having a bit of a play about, and now I'm, fuck knows, probably about 35 hours into building a new fucking castle in creative mode and all kinds of shit.
Yeah, it is mad that you're doing
always
that
my
castle,
fear.
like
Every time the nephew's going, we could play Minecraft together, and say, we could, but your uncle's a dirty addict.
That castle that you're doing looks immense.
It is. It's huge. It's ridiculous, and that's just the start.
But
I've got a whole plan for how the whole.
But you're just doing it like it's yeah.
I was saying this to Paul. I think it was after you dropped off when we were recording PDX, and Minecraft's one of them things where if I just want, it's really chilling. It's like painting or doing a jigsaw, or stick creative mode on, stick a podcast on, or put a film on in the background, or a series you want to watch or something, and just plod along and just build some shit. And if it goes wrong, knock it down and rebuild a bit more. And it's
that's
just
how I feel about Football Manager. Yeah. That's my art.
Yes.
That's my rock.
Yes.
And not to go too far into it, but there was
fine.
An
eventual landing. Good. Yes.
There was a study into the likes of Tetris and Minecraft for people with like high anxiety, and it was that video games are actually good for you as long as you leave the house and eat and get sunlight.
Yes. Yeah, well, thankfully, no shortage of sunlight. But yes, so I've got a whole plan in my brain now about where that castle's starting, and then I'm going to go up towards the mountains with one set of stuff, and I'm going to build a market, and then I've got a road going down to the sea where I've positioned it. And
You've got plans.
Yes, I've got plans.
Can you build a little blue
happen.
bunker behind something?
I am going to build a bunker, definitely.
Like a fucking 12 by 12.
I'm thinking of just creating a little model that I can just drop in random, because not to go into too much detail, but there's a set of construction tools that you can download for Minecraft, so you don't actually have to build everything block by block. So where I'm building that castle, I can put a thing in that basically repeats the positioning. Yes, well, kind of. The construction tools. It's all thingy stuff. So, yeah, so I'm thinking of building like a little bunker template, and then I can just drop it into random places in the map, which would be quite cool. But anyway, yeah, so I've wasted a shitload of time, and I've spoke about it for way longer than I should have done on here. The other thing I've played is Meccha Chameleon. So anyone who's been anywhere near social media for the last couple of weeks will have seen this kicking about, because every fucker's playing it. It seems to be the new Art Raiders from a social media and player perspective. You essentially drop into a map. You're a little stickman character, and it's basically hide and seek. So you drop into a map. There's shitloads of maps on Steam Workshop. So there's places from like Bikini Bottom, The Simpsons, all that kind of stuff on maps that people have made. The servers look like they go up to about 24 people, so they're normally between 10 and 24, depending on how they've been set up. It might go bigger, I'm not sure. But essentially, you drop in. There's 3 game modes. One that's a basic hide and seek, where you are just the the hunter, as they call it, and you just have to find as many people as you can, and it's hunters versus the hiders, the chameleons. But the more interesting one is what they call infection mode, where basically if you get caught, you then become a hunter. So it basically changes the dynamic of the whole game, because the way you score on this, so you go into the game, your little character, you've got a set time to hide yourself in the map, and you hide yourself by finding a location, using a built-in paint palette, and picking colours from what's around you and painting yourself into the scene, into the scenario, so that you've got to get yourself as closely hidden in the scenario as you possibly can by using the paint colours and everything around you. And you've got people online who are like proper fucking artists using digital pens for this, and they are like painting themselves into the Mona Lisa, and they're painting themselves, and you cannot see those fuckers. They have just hidden themselves perfectly into these paintings. But then the way that you actually score points is when the hunter sees you. When you're in the line of sight of the hunter. So the only thing you've got, very similar to a prop hunt used to be, you've got a whistle. So you can whistle when you're hiding, and that makes them come and look for you. And then you're constantly playing that game of whistling enough so that they're looking in your direction so that your points go up, but not whistling too much that they catch you, and then you become a hunter. So it's a dead simple mechanic, but it just becomes loads of fun, especially if there's like 20 of you on a map, 19 of you are free, and you cannot find the last fucker, no matter where he is. And his points are going through the roof because there's 20 people looking for him on this map, and you can't find him anywhere. And then right at the end of the game, just to rub it in, it gives you like a 20-second period where anyone you've not found, their body just flashes. And then you can flip through and go and see where they were actually hidden and all that kind of shit. Dead simple mechanic. It's £5 on Steam. It is an absolute shitload of fun.
It reminds me of a prop hunt.
It is. It's exactly that. It's exactly prop hunt, but you paint yourself into the background. So, and that it's just that extra piece of painting yourself in. That just because you have that immediate bit of panic, like I've got a really good spot here, shit, I've got to paint myself in, and then you move the camera and realise you've not painted your arse, so you've just got this bright white arse. You can also pose in different positions as well.
So when you start a game and you go, oh, this is fucking brilliant. I've melted into the background here.
Yep.
That's the round you're going to get caught in like 5 seconds.
Absolutely. Yeah. The ones where you think it's the ones where you've done something stupid and you think, I'm definitely done here, where they find you. But you can pose your character as well. So you can set like the sitting down shapes. There's you can put yourself into like a ball. You can put yourself into a fetus position. Just star shape on the floor and try and paint yourself into the floor. So honestly, it's so addictive. So yeah, it's well worth. We should definitely try and set up a gaming night with everyone, because I think if we could get like 8-10 of us on that for a night, it'd be an absolutely brilliant crack. And that's it, really. Couple of demos. One that you're going to talk about, Punk, so I won't talk about that. And the other one is As One We Survive, which I picked up at Next Fest. I did pick more stuff up at Next Fest. However, I didn't play it fast enough, and the demos expired. Oh, so I didn't play as much as I wanted to.
That is the risk.
Yeah.
Going on downloading like 50 demos, and I'm just going to have a blast trying all this out.
Yeah.
3 or 4
and then
of
you
them.
click on it, and your only options uninstall, and you're like, oh, shit.
I have to delete all this shit now.
Yeah. But As One We Survive, which was really quite cool. It's a post-apocalyptic survival game, scavenging resources, building a homestead, find a community. It's like an isometric view on everything, and you're just trying to, it drops you into the demo, you're looking around the world, you're trying to find stuff, you're trying to work out what's going on. You die a lot. That demo is harsh as fuck, because the enemies don't stop chasing you. If you accidentally come across a bandit camp, that's it. They will chase you until you are dead.
No zombies in this.
No zombies that I've come across so far. It seems to be like post-apocalyptic human survival.
Yeah, like the Road type thing.
Yeah. Outside of that, Black Myth Wukong, I stupidly loaded up yesterday and ended up playing about 3.5 hours on a new game. And I might have to play through that again because it's fucking phenomenal. But yes, that's me.
Cool. Shall I go?
No, I'll go. Fuck you, Ben.
All right, yeah. Leave me with the big game then.
Yeah. Because I fell back in, as Sambone did with Minecraft, I fell back into Hades 2.
Oh, lovely.
And
beautiful.
Fucking love it just as much. I'm doing all the endgame stuff. Hades 2, the roguelike, if you like roguelikes, you know exactly what it is. The sequel is bigger, it's better, it's just fucking excellent. I started a new save when it was added to Game Pass, and I'm back in the endgame shit already. I'm just trying to find as much nectar and ambrosia and meeting the right people and getting the right combinations.
It's a good evening game, isn't it? Like,
It's a good fucking evening game, and then you look down, it's 2 a.m.
Yeah, great evening game.
But 2-3 runs, and oh fuck.
Yeah, that's it. A couple of runs, that takes a bit of time.
It does, yeah. And it's got to that point where I've started adding things on to the run, so I'm making enemies have armor, they're faster, they take more damage, you take more damage. You can add a multiplier on which morphs the bosses, so they're even harder. It's just more and more and more. Keep piling it up.
It is more and more. I actually preferred Hades 1, if I'm honest. Like, just the simplicity and it's a bit smaller.
I could get that, yeah.
It's just, it's a bit. I find it tighter, and like, the upgrades not as fast. There isn't as much to do in the homestead. But once you kind of
even getting the concoctions together, building up relationships,
absolutely, like there is all of that stuff still. But like your kind of personal, almost preference of stats or buffs or debuffs or stuff, like you can get sorted fairly rapidly. I can't.
Every time I change a weapon, I'm on that Arcana page, so you pick cards that give you different buffs during the night, and they can all be upgraded. And it is just playing about with them, and then what memento do I bring in with me? What boon do I want first for definite?
Yeah.
So I've found myself, it's getting close to breaking out the spreadsheet. It is getting close to it.
Good.
So I know it's an older game, but I booted it up, and you know when it's just the game you want to play?
Yeah. Like there's so many, like so much going on. There's a lot of comfort. I take a lot of comfort in a game that I already know, and I know it's good. I know how to play it, and I'll start it again, but I know what's going on immediately. Yeah. Like my biggest dislike is learning a game, and I know a lot of people love that. It's like their favorite part. Oh, learning. I want to know how to play it immediately, and then I can just. But Hades 2 is one of those. You know what's going on. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But it's just been the last couple of weeks because I've recorded and still editing the last of Cunt of the Year.
Yeah.
We did the Pure Dead Xbox thing, which was a long recording and a long edit.
Yeah.
The likes of tonight. So I've had to find something kind of in between, and it's just jump onto Hades.
Yeah, easy.
Death to Kronos. Then did you ever find out what Beyblades were?
Well, I actually saw a video. I don't know what the fuck phones can do, but they've obviously heard something, and it showed me a YouTube short of like a battle between two people on a street with them. So I actually saw the demo of this as well, and I thought, okay, that looks really cool.
So I dipped back into it just because it had an update, so I didn't know if there was a new demo for Next Fest. Dipped back into it, I didn't see much of a difference, but I've unlocked a few things now because I'm a certain rank. I get equipment when I start a run, which makes things easier to get and progress. It's all locked until the full version, but it's a nice touch.
It looks nice, though. It looks like a really nice, well put together game.
And it's just that when you beat the other player, like their sleigh blade fucking busts into shit. It goes into 3 different pieces and goes across the board. It's like, yeah, I did that. Fuck you.
Yeah, I could get into this one, but there's no release date, is there?
No, I don't know if it's like incredibly small team or like solo developer, so it may take a while, but that like Sambone got me dropped straight into the Steam Next Fest for demos, and I will fire through a few unless anybody wants to interject.
No,
Go.
That's good.
So Tanuki Pawn Summer.
Oh, great name.
We've seen this such a long time. It's coming to Game Pass, so I'll have to fucking repeat everything I've done in it. You are a lazy, useless bastard of a raccoon dog, a Tanuki, and the town hates you. You're a fucking worthless turd that rides about in your BMX bike and wrecks everything. And as you go away, you go back to your house, which is a shrine that's fallen into disrepair, And there's a big Tanuki festival coming up. And the great Tanuki spirit berates you for letting this place fall into such disrepair. I say, you need to get a fucking job. You need to get this place fixed. See the town down there? It's an utter shambles. It's a shite hole. And it's your fault because the shrine isn't up to fucking snuff. Sunshine. So you need to go get a job. But because everybody in the town thinks you're an arsehole Tanuki, they don't want to give you a job. Because you are a bit of an arsehole Tanuki. But eventually, as luck would have it, you land a job as a postman. And this postman brings stuff. That the first one you do is bring in a package to a sumo wrestler, and he teaches the Tanuki how to sumo wrestle. And the full thing's coming to Game Pass, so we'll continue it on there. But this was just a taster of fuck yes, I love to play. Even
do we have any idea when this is coming out? Because I'm watching the videos you play. Like I took the piss initially because of the name, and this looks fucking brilliant.
Even getting about in the BMX
so nice.
is just a joy. It's pulling off tricks and grinding.
Great.
And, So no, I don't think a firm date it was set for this year, but whereabouts I do not know.
But it said this year. Mm-hmm. Is that what you've heard? It looks great.
It's just
damn it,
fun. Just
fucking hell.
You know when you're grinning playing a fucking game and it's like you're a grown man. I say I know. But fuck you.
Matter.
Yeah, but this is just the type of shit that I would like.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. On the wish list.
It's still stuck to 2026, but they've still not confirmed a date.
So after that, it was ReStory, a chill electronics repairs.
I saw this. So I was looking through this was in the top 20 played demos, I think, through Next Fest. And I thought, you know what, this looks...
I follow these guys on Twitter for ages, and then I saw the demo was coming up, and I was like, yeah, I like the look of this. I'll give it a go. And you start off and you get like Tamagotchis. So it's a basic plastic shell, couple of screws. You get things dropped in. You either need to clean them, which is handy, repair them. You need to order bits online or buy broken bits of technology, scrap them, harvest them for parts. This is another one that you're just playing and it ends up being 2 a.m.
Yeah, this looks like it as well. Fucking hell.
That rhythm of it.
Jesus Christ.
The problem I had with it was nowhere near realistic because on the screenshot from the demo, there is a Nokia 3210 and them things do not break.
Now, you only had to clean those. They got dirty. They didn't break.
Fair enough.
Game, no fans.
Okay.
This looks great, Punk. Again, right, wish list.
So, start off on the demo because I just want to go, it's got this basic loop of people come up to your booth. You've inherited this booth that you need to rent out, so you need to pay rent and you need to pay for your internet. So that's the start of your monthly charges. So you need to fix enough to cover yourself. All basic. You fix joysticks, you fix phones. You can buy licenses for more complex. You're fixing consoles. Had to break out the mouse for this one because getting the smaller screws on thumbsticks wasn't happening. But if you stick with the game long enough, you unlock an airbrush and you can paint your technology.
Nice.
Whatever way you want to do it. And I was dicking about with it and, oh yeah, this is fun. Went on fucking Twitter after doing that. Jesus Christ. People are creative. I'm not.
People's designs, yeah.
Holy fuck. I was ashamed of the shite. I fucking vomited this out in the game. And some of the art on display there, hats off to them. It's just, they made me ashamed of myself. This demo shouldn't make me feel shame. It should make me want to play the full game. But I was ashamed of myself.
I assume if Sambo and you play, you just make it all white.
No, Ben.
Right.
No, it's not what I do.
Red, white, and black. I think he's very fond of for some reason.
Right, yeah.
500,000 wish list entries. That game has now got.
Well. I said I only knew them from like the social medias. It's been hovering for a long time. I didn't realize it was quite so popular.
Oh fuck! Somebody's painted an original PS1 like a frog. That looks amazing.
2 bangers to start with, then, Punk, on your list.
Do you know what, Ben? Do you know where these would be fucking ideal to play on the Steam machine?
Yeah,
I thought you were going to go with Switch 2.
Is that where you play?
I think that's where. If I was on that list of people who could get a Steam machine, I'd play these on the Steam machine.
Oh God, it's a good job I'm on that list. Fucking great. Whew. Thank God.
After that, I hopped onto Wild Blue Skies, and this is Star Fox. It is just Star Fox. It's everything. The fucking demo is identical to the Star Fox demo on the eShop. And yeah, not just a carbon copy, because one of the lead programmers from Argonauts actually created this. So yes, that's why they're identical.
I tried this, so I stuck it on because I thought, looks interesting. I am fucking terrible at it. I really am bad. I can't die. I can't get past that boss.
Did you play Lilac Wars?
No, I've never played any of the. I didn't
have any of the. Are you shooting non-stop? Are you doing any of the charged shots or saving your bombs?
I only realised I had bombs on my last run, to be fair, because it doesn't give you any controls.
No, they are Lilac Wars Star Fox controls, so I think they just assumed everybody knew.
Yeah, no, not me. No. So I think that was part of it. I think because I only realised as well in my last one that there was like a double tap for like a quick roll dodge thing as well. So I need to have
your projectiles, get them away from you.
Yeah, and that was what was killing me.
So you are literally describing Star Fox.
It is exactly Star Fox, but it is fucking wonderful. Poorly timed, because I don't think it's that far away from release, and I think people will be a wee bit Star Foxed out by the time it comes out.
Or maybe not. Maybe they might be like, I fancy a new Star Fox.
Do you want to play Star Fox? Do you think the Switch 2 shit? Here's a game for you that you can play on a decent platform.
That would be that would be not a very big niche.
So the demo
me.
is like a level. So I don't know how different it gets from Star Fox going forward, but definitely a great time. After that, it was Screenbound, the platformer where you stare at a Game Boy and basically control two characters. That is one character. Loved it. It's also coming to Game Pass, so I'll wait and continue it on there, but it's just brilliant so far.
I didn't realise that had a demo. I've just grabbed that.
And then I will finish off in this one, but I didn't get to play it, but I'm very interested in it. Hollow Home, and I could not get this fucker to work on the ROG Xbox LIX at all. And I plugged in the mouse and keyboards, Steam inputs, disabled them, tried a few different controller profiles. Nothing was picking up at all. So I'm sure it's something I did wrong, but yeah. Narrative RPG centered around a young boy's struggle for survival in a besieged Ukrainian city. And yes, that's where the developers are from. It's got a Kickstarter campaign starting soon, and I wanted to get the demo in to get me a bit hyped up. Apparently it's meant to be like Disco Elysium, but even more depressing.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, it does look quite grim.
It actually comes up with a trigger warning when you start it. It's like, oh, fuck yeah, I love misery. This'll be my game.
Just look at our news section.
It did flow better at one stage.
It did.
It does look. It looks very Disco Elysium, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's just, I couldn't. It feels
really
like a
Disco Elysium
mouse and keyboard game, but it just wouldn't register for me.
Oh yeah, a lot of good-looking games in this list.
I had a lot more downloaded, but not been the most time-rich lately. So hopefully I get through a few more of them before they're all taken off.
Well, to move things on to probably the biggest game release of
the big game.
The week. The big game. So Star Fox came out on Switch 2, and I got that one. For those that don't know, it is a remake of Star Fox 64.
Correct.
At 1-for-1, effectively. There are some extra cutscenes that have been added.
Like that whole intro thing was recently added.
Yeah, the whole intro thing with his father and everything that's added in. The extra scenes between missions are added for backstory, and to be honest, I do think they do a great job at fleshing it out a little bit, getting a bit of character development in there, getting you to enjoy the characters and what's going on.
Well, yeah, I'd imagine it adds a bit more context to like the dialogue in the middle of combat.
It does, and it kind of makes it a bit more of a complete package of what's going on. So it is like a 6-parter. You have a journey from start to finish in a run, essentially. It's a game that's meant to be replayed many times because there are different routes that you can go down. to get to the end point, and there are a couple of different endings as well. Your first kind of ending, and then there's the real ending. And depending on how you perform in each level, and if you do particular things to get alternative paths, you'll go down a different mission structure. Again, 1-for-1 with the former version. It looks fantastic. It's a really, really joyous game. It looks great. I think the character models are fantastic. I think the cutscenes are brilliant. It's feel good throughout. This game essentially is you play it on normal mode and from start to finish, and then there are alternative routes, but also you can earn medals within the runs, and that's how you unlock the harder modes. You have to get a medal in each map, each unlocked kind of mission, and to get a medal, you have to within the campaign get a certain number of like kills in that mission. So it is actually, and they're not easy to get the medals. So the actual game is simpler enough. You might die a few times. A particular boss might be challenging, especially the first time that you're doing it. You might die a few times. You have to work out how to do it. All of that good stuff. But to get all the medals, I've only got a few medals so far, and I'm like, whoa, this is gonna take me fucking time because you only get them in the campaign. You can't get medals like just in the challenge mode or anything like that. You actually have to earn them during the runs. I'm loving it at the moment. I think it's really great. Some of the levels are fantastic. Now the whole run is gonna take you. Once you've got used to it, it takes less time. But the first run might take you like an hour and a half or so if you're not familiar with the game and you're trying to get through it. And then there's an alternative. When you do the alternative run, you get a different ending. Then that might take you similar time again. And then you're basically trying to unlock the harder modes, and you're trying to unlock all the missions, and you're trying to get the top scores, beat your own score, trying to basically flesh it out, win all the achievements within the game, and then you move on to the harder mode and do the same thing. Like, the whole game doesn't take an awful lot if you're just trying to roll credits. Like, I've rolled credits a couple of times, but the actual to do the game, it's a lot more, and then it becomes a game which is just like, it's your own game. How do you want to how far do you want to go to do this? There's also, in addition to the N64 version, there's a challenge mode on top of this from just the difficulty stuff and unlocking all that. There's a challenge mode where you have to do particular tasks, and those ones, you don't do it during the campaign. You can do them, that you can select that mission to do the challenges on, and then just rerun the mission. And you've got the two different difficulties when you unlock that there as well. There's also multiplayer, which at the moment, not particularly fleshed out. 3 maps, but 3 different game modes. Quite interesting online multiplayer. It's pretty cool. If that was very popular and they fleshed that out a little bit, that would be fantastic. And Nintendo have got a history of doing add-ons to games, but I'm reluctant to think that they're probably going to do much with the online other than here is the online.
Got popular enough co-op Star Fox, I'd be all over.
Look, if they had the multiplayer stuff, if they fleshed out, had more maps, if they had more game modes and a ranked mode, that could be fucking superb as a package. But the game itself, I think, is superb. It looks wonderful. It controls fantastically. I'm over the moon with it. I'm having a great time. Like, this is a really, really fun time.
Have you got to use the furry camera yet?
No, I haven't used the furry camera yet. So that is a thing. If you hook in a USB camera and it can supposedly take your facial movements and replace you and have you as the character. But like, I think this is just a fucking game. It's nostalgia. It's just a nice fucking game to play. It's really good. Like, some of the levels are so cool. The levels obviously don't take that long.
No, but it's that sort of thing.
They vary a bit in length.
Memorize them. You know where the power-ups are.
100%. Like, to get the medal kills on some. I mean, I'm replaying levels again and again and again to try and get this. Fucking the amount of times that I played Corneria, and I can't fucking so close. I can't fucking get it. It's just it. I know it's going to take me a lot of time to do it. Like, to actually complete the game isn't a hardship.
Have they done
I think to master this game, to do it all.
theme? Did they re-record that?
I don't know if they've re-recorded it. They must have re-recorded it, right?
I'd hope so. It's like when they redid Link's Awakening, it was the old songs but brought up. I love that.
Yeah. Some of the levels here, like if you look at the N64 version and then you look at this and you're like, holy fuck. Like, it's worlds apart. Like, I don't know, like some of these levels are one of the alternative route levels. I unlocked it and I was just smiling. I was like, this is so cool. This is such a fucking good level. It's
looks
having
lovely.
a blast. It's just fun. The game's fun, and I could see it taking. And one of the reviews that because I watched one review and it was like, yeah, with the 20 hours I spent at Star Fox, I said, wow, 20 hours. You got 20 hours there. I can see how you can get 20 hours. I can definitely see.
This is maybe a slightly logistical version. Can you capture footage off your Switch too?
I can't at the moment. I don't know where my Genki capture card is.
Fucking great to get some of this on YouTube because these levels are perfect.
They're beautiful, aren't they?
Even the
beautiful.
demo, I got hit a couple of times because I was looking around me. I was like, oh fuck yeah, these people are trying to kill me.
Yeah, they're absolutely beautiful, and it's just a blast. It really is. It really is fucking great. And if you're looking for something where you're just like, I wanna. It's quite obvious how you kind of beat the whole game, get all the things unlocked, how you do all the things, and you just need to walk the walk, do the task, get really good at the game. Yeah,
the original Dark
exactly
Souls.
That. It's exactly that, and it's a fucking blast. So
sorry, when we were talking about the N64, I'll be kicking myself if I didn't bring it up because it was knowledge biscuit moment. The guy that's working on Wild Blue Skies, Giles Goddard from Argonauts, he was the guy that programmed the silly Mario face you could manipulate at the start of Super Mario 64.
Nice.
Oh, really?
I had that in the notes and I was like, you have to mention this. That's class. I forgot.
That's a knowledge nugget.
Yes.
Very good.
Imagine having that as a claim to fame.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. But Star Fox, a budget title. It's like, well, when I say budget, it's like I picked it up for like 30.
I think 42 was.
Yeah, on the eShop. Yeah. 42 on the eShop.
I've seen that physical. 42.
Oh right, yeah. So same eShop as price as well, because
good.
I think I paid just under 40. I think on some website.
I got it for the brother-in-law as a late birthday present, and it came with a rubber patch, the badge. So I'm sure he can stick that in his work clothes and look really cool.
Lovely. Better be into that.
Yeah, you better be.
But this is definitely a pro controller game. I think. Like I've playing it on my Switch. It's a lot harder to play in handheld than
mouse controls with the Joy-Cons.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm not going to do that. So, but yeah, I think this is definitely a pro controller type game. I've had a lot more success with pro controller rather than I was laying on the sofa. I was like, I'll just play it in handheld, play it, and I was like, fuck, I am shit. What the fuck? so yeah, you're so bad at this game.
Come on, Ben, get in the game.
The worst controllers in gaming.
They are not good.
No.
But the pro controller is fucking excellent.
Yes.
So yeah. I also have been playing Metaphor. I don't think people really want to hear about that, but Metaphor is a great game, and I'm about 10 hours in. It's a great game.
It should keep you going up until next year when Persona 4.
Well, this is what I thought. I thought, you know what, we're in a slight lull at the moment, so let's. I've started it many times, and it just wasn't gonna be for me. But this time I've gone into it.
I mean, if you're only 10 hours in, you must have had about 15 minutes worth of actually controlling the character in that period.
You've basically done the demo now.
Yeah, the demo. Yeah, I played the demo originally, and then I bought it at the end of the demo. So, but I've just done for those who know, just beat the necromancer, and then beat the human after that, and then yeah, in a period. So yeah, good game. So, look forward to that one. I thought I'd just reignite my Persona feels, given the Persona 4 revival 20 odd minute trailer that was up. So that Sambone hated.
I'm happy for you, Ben. I'm happy for you.
You're not.
I am.
You know?
I'm glad.
Don't
I'm
lie
glad
to
something you love is happening.
Don't lie to me. Let's move
So
on.
that was a great bunch of games we all did play there. But there are still more games coming out.
Aren't they just? And we are getting into that period, aren't we? It's July's where things start to move as we head towards the inevitable horror of September.
It is, yeah, it is. I'm definitely so between before we record next, Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced will be out on the 9th of July.
You be careful around that one.
I will be getting that one. Yeah, I think that's the next big game for me. I don't think there's anything to there.
Love that game. You just be cruising along. Oh, yeah, this is nice. Living life as a pirate. You see the flags and other boats. French, they're all right. Portuguese, great bunch of lads. The fucking English. I'm cleaving them in half.
So bad.
But yeah, that one's my next one. Before obviously Halo at the end of the month. But how about you guys?
Black Flag I'm really tempted into because I've not played. I didn't play the original. Heard nothing but good things about it. But I'll probably do what you mentioned last time we recorded and probably just do a month of Ubisoft.
Yeah.
And play that then because I also want to try Assassin's Creed Shadows. But I'll never finish it. There's no point in buying it.
No.
So
you want to try it because you know it'll look
but that's
great.
yeah.
And you want to try it.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, let's say what it is. Yeah.
You two cunts, could you not just buy it? They've got a funeral to pay for. Palworld's getting its 1.0 release on the 10th of July, and it's finally leaving early access and receiving some pretty hefty updates.
Fucking hell.
Looks good. Looks fucking good.
Did you see they've said the updates document is 29 pages long, the release notes.
So I am on Bucky's Discord, and I do get a little update every time they add something to this game, and they have not quit since that game released.
No. I reckon my wife has got heading on over 200 hours in Palworld. Easy.
Oof.
Easy.
It's easy to see why. It's just got everything.
It's so good. But we've said once 1.0 comes out, we're going to start a new family world.
Start fresh.
Yeah, start fresh. Yeah, she's been resisting starting fresh on every single patch. But I said, listen, with the amount of changes that are coming in one, you've got to start it. So
I just had to check because I thought it'd be funny if it came off Game Pass the same day 1.0 released, but haven't seen an announcement yet, so it's still there, and it is Play Anywhere. Available on all platforms except Switch 2 for some reason.
Wonder why.
I do wonder why. But I spotted some weird marketing about it because they've got Sekhmet, a new character, like an Egyptian cat. There's some weird advertising around Palworld anyway. It's kind of the Sonic fan territory.
Oh, it's dead odd. Yeah.
Yeah. So, God of War Laffy, however it's pronounced, they were posting Sekhmets in that, and they replied with their version of it. And when I was making notes, they have just as many likes as the God of War post.
Absolutely fantastic.
What a fucking world we live in.
I want to know. So each of the pals has its own specialism, and I really want to know what specialism they've given it.
Seems to be a fetish of some type.
Yeah, I'll have to find out. I'll have to have a look.
Did any type of lawsuit just go away?
Because
Nintendo were having a go at the ball mechanic.
Yeah, I think it kind of it got ridiculous to the point where they
took a load of shit out.
Yeah, loads of stuff got knocked back because they said there's no way you can do anything about that.
And then there was points of Nintendo, you only file these patents after Palworld came out. So it doesn't really work like that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So yeah, I think they actually, I think they did Nintendo. I think they're the first. That's probably the greatest.
But they did actually. But they took a lot out of the game, though, didn't they? It was like how you rode the monsters or whatever. Like they had to change that.
I think Nintendo were denied a few patents. They only hold them in Japan, but they lost a bit of face with that.
Yeah.
I'll check. Yeah, I'm sure they'd changed something.
I think the last I heard is Palworld may have to pay them $10,000, and that was it. Yeah,
it was a $10,000 settlement was the last thing.
So waste of everybody's time involved. Maybe just make better Pokemon games. Then the last one I wanted to put on, because we seen it at the ID at Xbox show, the Ascend to Zero, which might get me out of the Hades rut, because it's another Hades-like game.
Yeah, just going on the power thing, yeah, they had to change the ball mechanic and the gliding mechanic. Players used to be able to hang on flying and glide with the pals, but that was removed because of Nintendo.
Yeah, but they got rid of the gliding, but they replaced it with flying. So they put saddles in for flying mounts,
which is better.
loads better. Yeah,
which is much better. And the pal summoning, yeah, they had to throw like the pal spheres, but then they had to get rid of
that was the ball mechanic thing that was the only one that they actually got.
That's the only one, isn't it? Yeah, that's the only one.
Yeah, the rest of it got completely blown out the water.
That's a great result. What a great result.
Made a show of them. No wonder the shares are done.
Yeah.
So, Ascend to Zero coming out 13th of July. It reminded me of Mega Man Battle Network. It'll be on Game Pass, and I will try this one out because it will wean me off Hades by being more Hades. That's how it works.
It is, yeah.
The only other one that I might get to, but it's probably unlikely unless I can cull my Minecraft obsession at the minute, is the Doom the Dark Ages Revelations expansions out on the 7th. Yeah. So that's coming. My plan was to have the main campaign finished in order to run straight into that, but then Minecraft once again got in the way. So maybe not. We'll find out in a couple of weeks.
We sure will, at the same place, the Games Bunker. So, yes, if you're desperate for more of this glorious content in your faces before you next hear from us, then we're in all the usual places. Games Bunker on Twitter, the Games Bunker on YouTube. It's we need to get a URL just for the link tree. Make life a lot easier for me. The Spunky Bunker.
Right, I'll sort the URL out. We'll get the
There we go. Only have to fucking moan at them.
Fine.
And while Sandbone's busy with that, we'll close up the podcast. So, yes. Anything to add, Ben, before we call it quits?
Nothing. Let's call it quits.
Sandbone?
No. Hopefully
Get
we'll have
back
a lot
to
more
work.
positive news next week, week after, whatever it is.
More of the same, please.
What? We should have Ben's layoff corner. You can just... How many have you got rid of this week, Ben?
How much have we saved?
And from us in the bunker, we do hope you're surviving out there. We don't know what it's like. I forgot to install Windows, but it smells awful. I have been the Bunker Punk. Ben has been the Bunker Hunk.
I have.
He has. Sambone has been the Bunker Drunk.
Yes, I have, because I'm not working tomorrow. So, hey!
Congratulations. Enjoy the edit. And we have been the Games Bunker. Well, you know what they say about life? It's only a license of mortality.